Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Let me go ahead and get, let us know where you are joining from on tonight. We got some good education, some good opportunities, some good values, some good wisdom that we're going to be sharing on tonight. And let me get started over here real quick. Just want to let this song play real quick. It's called Awake. And I want you all to share, okay? While I'm sharing and getting set up on the other platform on Instagram over here, I would like for you all to share wherever you can share it at, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook. Let me know where you're calling or joining. I said calling, but where you're watching, viewing live from. Good evening to everybody. Good evening, Mr. Greedy. Hello, Sister Erica. Bina. Hello. I see you, Louisiana, in the house. What's up? Carlsbad, New Mexico. Woo. Yep. Inglewood. Hey, Inglewood. Hello, Rudy from Kansas City, representing Ozark, Missouri. Yes. Contractor in Iraq. All right. That's what's up. Montgomery, Alabama. What's up? I see y'all thick like MAC lip gloss. I see y'all thick like MAC lip gloss. Sister Betty, where you been, lady? What's up? I'm not going to hold you guys long at all. Good evening, Sister Joanne, Washington, D.C. Waco, Texas. What's up? I see y'all. Y'all thick in the building on today. That's what's up. Respect to everybody. Thank you so very much for joining on tonight. Only thing I ask is that you share. Share with somebody somewhere. Okay? Share it in the inbox. Share it in a group if you in a group. Share it in a chat. It don't matter where you share. Definitely share, okay? I'm going to drop a link in just a moment and invite some of y'all to come sit on the stage with me. But I'm going to have two of my I want to say brothers, but they more than brothers. They mean a lot to me. And I'm going to invite them on here. Coach Marquise. There's another gentleman, Mir Marquise. He's going to come on tonight. Going to share some wisdom with y'all, share some opportunities with you guys. But before we bring up Brother Marquise, I call him Brother Coach Marquise, we're going to introduce my son, the kidpreneur. And y'all make sure y'all show my baby some love, okay? He said, can you shout me out on your page? This is a hardworking young man, and I'm going to let him explain to you what it is that he wants to do in this life, which is very beautiful. I raised this boy up and always allowed him to assist me. And he has his own dreams and goals. Come on, son. We do, help the children. That is our Yes, take your time. We got about 25 minutes before we bring you up. I want you to sit on my lap, son. So we do help the young folks. No, you got to look in that camera right there. This one over here will be going live in just a moment. So we do help the young people, okay? We believe that children are like bank accounts. And that's the analogy that I will use. What you put in them is what we'll get out of them. And we want to start them early. One thing about the Ashkenazi Jews is they do teach their children from a very young age, how to be wealthy and successful. That's why you don't see them serving in restaurants and stuff like that. They actually own technology. They're the ones that's behind a lot of media. So we got to get our kids invested and involved, okay? Go ahead and start this over here. I want you to introduce yourself. You can tell the people. No, we're not going to start rubbing our nose and all of that stuff. I want you to look directly in the camera and introduce yourself. What is your name?
Redeem.
Redeem. And what it is that you do, Mr. Redeem? I want you to look at them, not me.
I do pranks and I do awesome videos and covers.
They probably can't hear y'all. Can y'all hear what Mr. Redeem say? You might got to speak up a little bit louder. What is it that you do, Redeem?
I do pranks and I do cupcake videos.
Cupcake videos? And what else do you make? You make merchandise, right? For what? What is your cause? Why do you make merchandise?
So I make merchandise so I can have a lot of money and work for the homeless and have a good home and have a good life.
You want to say that again? You want to make a lot of money because you want to do what?
I want to help the homeless.
What you want to do for the homeless?
Well, I want to give them a big interview and like class business when I grow up, and I want to be a businessman that owns a company that is a.
I don't think they can hear you. You're not shy, right? You wanted to come on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to them. They're listening to you.
So I want to help the homeless and have a business and put them in a good business and have all the stuff they can have and all the stuff they can do.
You want to get them off the streets? Does that make you sad that you see people on the streets? You want to buy them a what?
A big house and a big mansion.
You want to buy them a big house, big mansion? They deserve that?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you're doing it for?
Well, I'm doing it for so they have a good life and have a good life. So not being in the cold and stop being good.
Okay. All right. So this is Mr. Redeem. He wants you guys to, his name is Redeemed, like being redeemed back. That's his name. Mr. Redeem Worlds is his name. And let your kids follow him. He likes to do pranks. I don't know if you guys could hear him or not, but Mr. Redeem likes to do pranks. He likes to make people laugh. But he also has his own merchandise. And he also makes bracelets and lip gloss, and he makes necklaces to sell to other children so that he can raise money for the homeless people. He has a passion for the homeless, and we used to take Redeem, especially around holidays or birthdays, whether you celebrate them or not. Those are moments and times when people are at their lowest. So instead of us celebrating, because we don't, we would go out and do a good deed. And so we would go down in Skid Row. We originally from Los Angeles, California. And we would go down and do a good deed and feed them, real good. We would go buy 500 Denny's breakfast, and just pass them out. So Redeem, we don't know the impact that we have on our children. He was just going with us because there was no other choice. But that birthed something on the inside of him. And he believes that every person should have a blessed life. And so he wants to be able to give those that do not or cannot have a blessed life on their own accord. He wants to be the mediator to do that. So y'all make sure y'all follow him. His channel is on YouTube is called Redeemed and the Pranks. And he bakes, he does pranks. He loves to have fun. He loves to be around people. He's a very lovable young man. He has a great, awesome destiny and purpose, and he just wanna be a blessing in the earth. So if you got kids, grandkids, he'll do a lot of educational videos. Please invite them. The fellowship will redeem. Is there anything else you want to say? What else?
You guys have a blessed life and have a good day.
Say thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
And what do they need to do when they get to your channel?
Hit the subscribe button and hit that big bell on the side of the notifications.
Subscribe. Go slower so they can hear you. And speak loudly. Not screaming, but loudly. Say, when you go to my channel.
When you go to my channel.
Make sure you do what?
Hit that post notification button and hit that subscribe button.
All right. Blow them some sugar. Say thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
All right. All right. Thank you, buddy. They're going to follow you, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all let your grandchildren and children follow Mr. Redeem. His channel name is, I'm going to put it in the chat over here and over here. Redeemed and the Pranks is his channel. So y'all make sure y'all have y'all children and grandchildren and neighbors, nephews, aunties follow Mr. Redeem. I'm gonna put it over here as well. And the Pranks. All right, Coach Keys. I want to give him the proper introduction. Are you ready? Let me see if he's ready. I'm going to go ahead and add him. And then once he gets ready to tune in. There you go, brother. Hey, hey, hey. I was supposed to start 40 hours ago, but we here, okay? I want to give him the proper introduction. A lot of people don't know that. Let me show y'all over here. They probably like, what in the world do you got going on over here? Let me flip this around like this. And I'm going to introduce him, and then I'm going to let him have the stage. But that is Coach Marquise Trent in the house. And his lovely wife is representing, which is my beautiful sister, in the chat. I'm sure she'll get all the information that he is going to give out so that you guys will be able to connect with him. Powerful. And the reason why I want to give him the grandest introduction is because this young man right here, I had struggled for so long to write my books. I wrote one book in 2008, 2009, and I published that book. And because I exposed some things, especially in our community, is what goes on in this house, stay in this house, and it better not get out of this house or we're going to kill you, that type of stuff. So I exposed some things in my book, and it was the how can I say it? The response was great because it was a lot of other people's story. Nevertheless, family members got upset and shut me completely down. I'm not gonna lie. Because I didn't want to step on nobody's toes, I stopped telling the story. And then I had the publishing company did me dirty as well. They just put my book out there like it was, and it was a mess. It was embarrassing. They didn't do no copyright. That was a whole nother charge. And the way that I sent it to them in that format is the way that they uploaded it in my book. And so it made it look like it just ran on. So I said all that to say, I stopped doing what I was supposed to be doing. And then I met Brother Marquise. And so he would just be like, hey, sis, he'd hear me speaking live and be like, you wrote that book? Because I'd be like, I'm going to write a book, putting it out there. He's like, you wrote that book? I'm like, no, bro. But he stayed on me consistently until I ran out of excuses. Like, he would come to me and tell me, like, the book, there's young people that need to read your book. And he stayed on me consistently. And because he was so relentless in his pursuit, not to charge me a dime, but to say there's greatness on the inside of you and there are people that need to hear your story. It was because of him that I began writing again. And when I started writing, I was pregnant with my twins and the warfare was on. I was only pregnant with my twins for 6 months. I started writing the book maybe about 5 months into my pregnancy. And then I had the twins early. But even in that, he didn't like, hey, sis, stay on the book. But I kept hearing his voice like, get this done. No matter what the opposition is, get this book done because people need this book. So bleeding, almost about to lose my life, hemorrhaging, I was still writing. Going to the neonatal, part, the NICU, visiting my children, having to leave them there, I was still writing because I kept hearing his voice, they need you. And that is one of the reasons why I want to bring him on here and allow him to share his wisdom and how he helps others like you. Many of you guys have stories. And my story has turned into a whole movement. Right now, you are watching me because of my story. Even if you follow me from Papa Duck, what was the first thing I said in that video? My story. I never came selling anything. I told my story. And I'm telling you guys, a lot of you guys want me to mentor you, and this is the man for the job that got the fire ignited. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna remove myself from the stream, and I'm gonna have Coach Marquise Trent come and lay this good wisdom down on you guys. Go ahead, the floor is yours, brother.
Praise God, sis. I really appreciate truly all that you've done. So grateful that the Father has brought us together for such a time as this. I give the glory to God. I really do. And I appreciate your wisdom. I appreciate your tenacity and just who you are as a person. Because you stay on me. You ignite me. Iron sharpens iron. So it's always a blessing. It truly is. So I want to say great evening to everybody out there on this beautiful Friday. I don't know where to start. Lord, lead me. I mean, it's just so much going on in this world. It's literally war going on, but it's a lot of war going on probably within you. Coming up in America, we all face challenges. Being Black in America, we face a whole nother set of challenges. Coming up in the hoods in America, you face a whole nother set of challenges. But the question that you must ask yourself is, did my life and the things that I've gone through happen to me, or did they happen for me? See, it's very difficult when you're in the fire to see the value of the fire. I'm going to say that again. It can be extremely difficult to see the value of the fire when you're actually in the fire. See, the scriptures, the Bible says that we were fearfully and wonderfully made. I did massage therapy many, many years ago, and I studied the human body. It's the closest thing that I could have been to becoming a doctor. I studied the skeletal system, the muscular system, the reproductive system, integumentary system, all of the systems. I had to. It's more than just rubbing somebody down with oil. I'm actually manipulating your flesh and muscles and ligaments and tendons and all that to bring you relief. So I had to learn about the body. We're amazingly made. But we're more than just body. We're actually spirit. We possess the soul, which is the mind, the will, the intellect, the emotions, the appetites, the desires, and the affection. We live in a body. So the spirit and soul is housed inside of this thing that you see in front of you. All right. So when you like, why did I go through what I went through? What benefit is there? You see, the body, we're designed to protect ourselves. When it's cold, you start shivering. If you stay out in the cold long enough, you know why your fingers getting numb? You know why your toes getting numb? Because the body is beginning to now protect the most vital organs. The heart, the lungs, the liver, all that. Hey, I love having my hands, baby. I love having my feet. But when it comes to the survival of you as a person, the body will sacrifice those things. Because you don't need your hands to live. You don't need your feet to live. You don't. The body protects itself. So when you're going through things, it's natural to want to push away from it. It's natural to want to escape the pain, the suffering, and all of that. Nobody truly, unless you're a sadomasochist, you know, the S&M people wearing the leather and whipping and spanking and all that, you know, that's some old other type of stuff where you begin to love the pain. But even that comes from trauma. Stay with me here because I'm really going somewhere. What am I saying? You have a story to tell, and all of the hell that you have gone through is not wasted. I meet so many people. Bro, I was raped. Bro, I was molested. Man, I was beat. Man, I was robbed. My grandma did this. My mama did this. My baby daddy did this. My baby mama did this. I got this many baby daddies. I got this many baby mamas. I've been to jail. I've been to prison. I ran away from home. I almost drowned. I got shot. I got stabbed. And the list literally goes on. Now, by natural human law, yeah, in some way, that has brought trauma into your life that you're probably suffering from. But how are you gaining from it? What profit is there in that? It's a whole lot of profit in it. You just ain't tapped into it. For those that were on the opening of her scene, she said, I help people look inside their vault. The treasures lie within you, brothers and sisters. The treasures lie deep within you. If you still standing here, sitting here, laying here, watching this presentation right now, in at least the majority of your right mind, keeping it G, the majority of your right mind, then you made it. You made it. If you can understand what I'm saying, you can comprehend what I'm saying. You made it. You've made it. Whatever you went through didn't kill you. So utilize that story to liberate others. It's your duty. It's your duty. Once you go through something, you gain levels of authority in that situation, that circumstance. Bro, what you talking about, man? What you know? Well, I know a lot. My story, I was raised good, but the streets bad. Yeah, I came up in the church. It was a Baptist church. No disrespect to the Baptist folk, but I always tell what I went through. There was fornication. There was homosexuality. Not this way, though. Let me make that caveat. No disrespect. We was drinking. We was smoking. It was cussing. It was, I didn't see God. I didn't see holiness. I didn't see righteousness. So to me, it was easy to sell drugs, run with killers, and do everything else that I did. All I got to do is say, Lord, I'm sorry, and keep it moving. It's all good. But I also been in jail many times. I also been shot at close range a few times. I also almost drowned a number of times. When I was in Iraq, I almost got blown out the helicopter. I've been robbed at gunpoint, home invasion type of stuff. I did my own dirt. I've gone through so much. And what that has done, it has helped me become a storyteller. In my hand, I hold 2 keys and 2 trees. 2 keys because these open doors. 2 trees because fruit gets born by these things. In this hand, you got Weapons of Mass Destruction. 500-page nonfiction. Glory to God. That gave birth to this, Overstanding. Before Christmas break, I took 12 of these And 12 is significant for more than one reason. I took 12 of these books and I went to 12 local schools in my area. Also with my speaker one-sheeter, because I'm also an empowerment speaker. I just answered 3 emails for 3 different engagements today. 1 actual booked engagement for next week, and 2 that we have to discuss what's the next step. So that's a key to a door, and it's a tree because it's starting to bear fruit. Also, writing these books has put me in a position of authority to help coach other people through theirs. So no matter what you've gone through, use that to, 1, liberate others. You ain't go through all that pain for yourself. You'll also use that to produce profit. Money answers all things on the earth. We love the people and we use the money to do that. You pay your bills. When money is no longer an issue, I've experienced this. When money is no longer an issue in your life and you really in abundance and overflow, you literally have wavelengths open up in your mind. I've experienced it. I have received a large sum of money some years ago. Multiple 5 figures. And my mind got so clear. I was like, oh, I mean, I'd have had money here and there, but nothing like that at one time. And I was like, whoa. Me and the family went on a 4-day vacation down to the beach. You know, we drove a 2017 vehicle in 2017 down to the beach. We rented. We stayed in a suite on the beach and we ate and we just had so much fun. Bought cell phones, paid off bills and debt, and I felt so free. That's the way you should be living. That's the way we should be living. And this has the potential to do that. I want to share something. There's a woman named Mel Robbins, Melrobbins. Mel Robbins, look her up. I love that woman. She a trip. White lady from Boston. Mel Robbins, look her up. She wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule. Let me show you how you can use something in your life to literally change your life. She discovered the 5-second rule. She was going through hardships. They was in debt. She was wanting to divorce her husband. She was angry. She was getting drunk like every day. It was a big issue. All right. A lot of stuff and turmoil in her life. But guess what happened? One day, I believe it was God, divine providence. She thought of launching herself out of the bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumped out of the bed. It sounds stupid. Little did she know she received a tool that would change the world. Guess what she did? She made it a book. Why does that matter? Well, that 5-second rule book has sold 2 million copies. All right. It's been translated into 33 languages. And she got over 100,000 5-star reviews. One lady who was in debt to her eyeballs, her and her husband, getting drunk, on the verge of divorce, life in absolute shambles, discovered one thing from her current pain at that time. And now has become a multi-millionaire with books literally all over the world, traveling the world, talk shows and everything. What's the difference between her and I or her and you? Absolutely nothing. She took action. She took action. So I want to share something. I'm looking for 24 people. At the time of this, I'm looking for 24 people. 12, first of all, represents divine government, judgment, and order. 12 is a very specific number. The Lord Jesus had 12 disciples. It's 12 months in a year. You know, it's a number of different things. But 12 is that divine judgment and order. 12 tribes of Israel. All right? I'm not into astrology, but numerology from a biblical standpoint has substance. God uses numbers. 10 commandments, 10, all of that has importance. But I'm looking for 12 people. I have an 8-week program called the Writer Flight School. And I want to take 12 people in the month of April. In the month of April, I want to help 12 people become published authors. Everything is inclusive. All you have to do is make the investment, come hungry, come ready to move forward, come ready to learn, come ready to cry, come ready to laugh, and come ready to profit. God has called me to birth authors. Dr. Tawana already told you the story. Papa Duck's endorsement has exploded her business. She was already doing well before then by telling her story. That's all she did. Don't make this more complicated than it needs to be. Money is an instrument. It is a tool of exchange. Many times, because of the fear that we've gone through, we hoard money. We hoard it. But if you stop the flow of a river, what happens? You make a mess. A river is designed to flow. It is the current. Well, it's so interesting that we call cash, money, currency. It's designed to flow from one hand to another to provide value. I can promise you, when you begin more for whoever this may be, to invest in yourself more than your glasses. Yes, these are gazelles, and I paid a few $100s for them. Okay. Yes, this is a polo shirt. I paid $100 for it. Okay. Why? I want to look the part of someone who desires wealth, enjoys wealth, or whatever. But you know what? More than that, I've invested thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into this. Thousands of dollars. So that I can add value to the marketplace, to my demographic. So before I get ready to close out, I'm looking for 12 people. I'm going to post my link down here. I'm looking for 12 people for the month of April who would like to lock arms with me and become published authors right before the summer hits. And the second 12, I would like to take y'all in May. So let me back this up. The first 12, because it's still March, I'm gonna give you my link so that you can place discovery calls to see if we're a good fit to work with each other to move forward in April. The second 12, I would also like to go through the discovery call process with y'all, and you can place a smaller deposit, and we're going to get started in May. I'm only looking for people that's serious. Let Dr. Tawana be the proof of what's possible when you become a published author. I partnered with a gentleman here in Richmond. I put my book in his hand. He about to introduce my book to an entire school district next week. Hello, somebody. I charge $25 for the book. I sell it to them for $20, even $15. What if they buy 1,000 books? Where you make $15,000 an hour at? These are the possibilities. And before I step off, sis, let me know also where do I put my link. I want to bless these people. And the last thing I want to say, y'all see what's going on with Russia. Y'all see what's going on with Ukraine. No matter if it's real or not, meaning, how can I say this? Those that supposed to be in power or whatever these people is, whatever they call themselves doing, them people, they exercise their will and they do things for an agenda, for a designed purpose. So although what we think it may be about, that doesn't mean that's exactly what it's about. For instance, I'm a veteran, but I'm not one of those that get emotional like some of my brothers and sisters. For instance, 9/11, that was what they call a false flag. And I'm not crazy. I'm not all over the place. Stay with me. 9/11 happened, meaning people actually died. But was it an actual attack from those that we went to war with? In my book, Overstanding, I talked about a situation that took place over in Europe, in which one country killed 20,000 people, lied about it for 50 years, blaming it on another country. actually made memorials for these people, only to finally come out and tell the truth. What am I saying? Don't believe everything these people show you. Absolutely, Demetria. Absolutely. 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 I did 9 years in the military. I was over in Iraq. I literally seen things take place in country. But when it hit the newspaper, it said something different. You can't take that from me. It's nothing you can say to take that from me. Just like anthrax just so seemed to disappear. But I got anthrax shots. I got anthrax boosters. And I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole. You believe what you choose to believe. All I want to say is be encouraged. Take care of you and your family. Also, with my link, I do have a survival's guide. I have a survival's guide in my link. If you were ever doubtful about prepping, about being ready, about any of those things, I pray that doubt is gone. I pray that doubt is gone. You must have what you need for yourself and your family, because things can change just like this. My deepest condolences, La Robin. My deepest condolences to the loss of your baby girl. Truly. I'll put my link up there. Let's connect. You can write a novel. You can write a series. We can do that. But if you've ever been leery and thought people like myself, Dr. Tawanos and others was crazy, talking about prepare, I pray that the last 2 years in our current situation has changed your mind. I pray that it has changed your mind. I think this is it right here. So that's my link right there. I'm about to turn the mic over. I pray that something I said was of value. I just want to recap. I have the Write or Flight School. It is an 8-week course. We utilize Zoom. We get on the Zoom twice a week, give or take. I help you get the idea. Yeah, why don't you tell the people exactly what it looks like? So let's say you got 3 ideas. I want to write a book on this. I want to write a book on this. I want to write a book on this. We're going to hone in on the book that will add the most value to the marketplace currently. All right? We're going to get these ideas out of you. I have specific frameworks that I use to break down that writer's block. Ain't no writer's block over here. All right? Once you get clarity on the vision, we'll begin the writer process. So now you're giving birth by telling your stories. Like Dr. Tawana said, you might want to tell some very pertinent information, some real important stuff, but you don't want to put people out on Front Street. I have ways around that I teach my students, because sometimes you got to tell your story, but at the same time, you got to count the cost of putting certain information out. She just did what she thought to do. She didn't have a coach. Listen to what I'm saying. She didn't have a coach. She didn't have a coach. That's the value of having a coach. Give me one moment, y'all. That's the value in having a coach, to help you jump over pitfalls like that. Her story is important, but she lost time. She lost time for that. She lost time, but it's all good. The Lord redeems the time. All right. So we hone in on the idea. We utilize a framework that I've used to write my books and some of the other people that I've helped write books. We break through writer's block, so you ain't struggling with that. You giving birth. You giving birth to this book. Once we got a skeleton for the book, I thought that it was, I think she'll post the link because I don't see it showing up. Man, I should have been trying to read this stuff over here. I'm trying to prep on a budget. All right, LaRobin. I'm gonna leave my information so y'all can get in contact with me. She gonna put that up there. I send it to her. We gonna get that book out of you. A skeleton. Then we start adding the muscles, the tissues, the blood vessels, and all that. What's all that? The details of the book. All right. The editing, we're going to get that done. The formatting, we're going to get that done. The cover, we're going to get that done. The spine, we're going to get that done. The blurb, this is called the blurb. The ISBN number, the barcode. I ain't going to help you set up a full one, but we're going to definitely talk about you getting your own domain. All of that, I will hold your hand through. I don't know why it came up like that. I will hold your hand through the process. I will hold your hand through the process, and we will get it done. All right. Then you get a proof. Then you get the actual copy. But now you got to sell it. I walk you through some of the strategies that I've used. Showing up on platforms like this. I've been interviewed many times on podcasts. I was on the radio for a year here in Richmond, Virginia. I even been on Netflix on a documentary. I talked about my book, family, at the shooting of the documentary. This one, I had not yet written the other one. I talked about this book in front of and I love people of all colors. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I talked about the reality of the black disposition in a white America, and you could have heard a rat piss on cotton in the back. Because I speak with boldness and authority. I know how to articulate my words. Trust and believe I can turn it on and talk like we on the block in the back alley with fiends coming back and forth and we getting high and drinking liquor. Don't get it twisted. But I know how to speak eloquently when I need to. I command my language. And I want to teach you how to command your language. And I was able to appear on a Netflix documentary. And everybody in there got touched. Soon as we finished, the chief editor of the paper of the institution we was at came and interviewed me on the spot. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Trent? I'm fine. How about yourself? Who are you? I'm the chief editor of the newspaper here. Oh, yeah, for real? You mind if I interview you? Yeah, when would you like to do that? How about right now? Oh, really? Like now? Yeah, right now. We sat down. She turned her phone on, and she said, hello, I'm the chief editor of such and such newspaper. I'm here with author Marquise Trent. Could you tell us about your book, Weapons of Mass Destruction? Now, what if I said, well, you know, it's on the way, and I'm kind of thinking about it, and, you know, and, all right. I appreciate that. Y'all been talking too long. You owe somebody that book. You owe somebody that book. Shorty, do you know the feeling that I get and that I got when I walked into my mama's room and right behind her TV stacked up nicely, T.D. Jakes' book, such as, oh man, y'all ain't hearing me, man. T.D. Jakes' book, such and such book, the Bible, and Marquise Trent. My own mama paid me for my books, man. My own mama bought my books. Both of them. That's worth more than the money I've made. Okay. I'll turn it over to you, sis. Go ahead and click the link. You can find some time. Please book your call. I want to say this. If y'all book a call and whoever takes advantage of it this week though, you get $500 off of my signature course, my signature coaching program. If you book a call with me and we can still talk. I just want to ensure that we're a good fit for one another. We'll still do a discovery call live and in color on Zoom, just like this. You know, tell me your story. I'm going to lay it all out, just give you a little more value. And then if you're willing to take me up on the offer If you say, hey, I was on the show today, you will get $500 off. Let me put that out there. Why? Because you behind schedule already. Everything's inclusive. You don't got to pay nothing else. I need half down. And trust me, it's very reasonable. I've invested multiple thousands of dollars to get the knowledge that I've had. I've ridden on the Greyhound bus to go to conferences and slept in cars and all type of stuff. I paid for this. I paid for what I got. I've suffered great betrayals. Like I said, been shot at, almost drowned. I paid for this. I paid for this. Sister, I appreciate it. I'm done. Click the link. If you need to prepare for the stuff that's coming, go ahead and get the ebook. If you put the Dr. T, if you go and order my ebook, either one of my ebooks in my link, and put DOCTOR, capital T, Dr. T, and you go and order my ebooks, either the writing ebook or the preppers ebook, you will get $10 off. Trust me, when the stuff hit the fan, you need to know something. You need to know something. I don't care if the power going out. I don't care if they rioting down the street. I don't care like what happened in Texas. You know what I'm saying? When Sis and them went through that hardship, I almost passed out. I called Sis. I felt so helpless. That joke messed me up because that's my girl. I'm like, Sis, what's going on? She like, bro, it's freezing down this joint. We ain't got no heat. I don't know what the world going on. I'm like, Sis, do this. Immediately. Why? Because I've educated myself. I said, do this, do this, do this. She was like, this ain't working. Then I was like, well, do that. They made it through. But just by educating myself on survival tips over the years, if it go down, I'm ready. We got what we need. I ain't gonna tell you everything we got. And even if you think you're gonna come and get what we got, you're gonna get something else you don't want. You know what I'm saying? But praise God, I love y'all. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Check out that link, grab the slot. Please stop playing with your destiny. And I'm talking that real to you. Because a lot of y'all are so far behind schedule and it's not fair. People are literally waiting on your book so they can get their life together. And you alone are the person that's supposed to lead them. Y'all bless.
What's up? What's up? Y'all give it up for Coach Keys. Coach Marquise. He really is the GOAT. Like literally. Telling you, like, it's not an easy task, but you gotta have the right person to move you along. And literally, I'm gonna show y'all my book. When I tell you this, brother, because they was trying to charge me this and charge me that. When I tell y'all he gave me the whole entire hookup, how to do it, sis, how to avoid all of that. TBN took my book. TBN wanted to get my book, but I felt really uncomfortable because it was like, you can use my platform, but we gonna charge you. And one thing that I got to say out here, I'm not with getting raped no more. I'm not with you labor. Are you prospering off my labor? You done did that to my generations for generations. I'm not with you prospering off my labor no more. No, I'm not with that. So that was a big decision for me because they had the platform that I needed, or I had to go get it out of the gutter, out of the mud. Either one. And the easier route would have been to go on a very big platform and pay these people, let these people market my book and make thousands of dollars off of my blood, sweat, and tears. So he helped me. Now I want to show y'all what this book looked like. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to show y'all what this book looked like. And that's what a site looks like right there. I got the link tree in the comment, but this for all of those that say Dr. Tawana is a scam. Baby, I've been here on the scene. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? So this is the book that Coach Peace, your Prime benefits are on hold. Okay, well, we ain't tripping off of Amazon anyhow. Look, y'all paying me. You understand me? This is the book that this brother helped me put together. Cover, uploading it, getting it on Amazon, the whole 9 yards, self-publishing it, get my barcode, every single thing. This is the book. God, I forgive you too. And I want to share just a little bit about why this book was so important and how it's going to even help some of y'all on tonight. At the age of 12, I grew up with my father out of the house and my mother trying to do the absolute best that she possibly could. And my mother ended up meeting the wrong people and doing things that just caused her life and our life to down spiral. Hugging out with friends and ended up on drugs. And so much happened in between that time. We had to go from house to house. You know what I'm saying? Like, we couldn't keep a stable place. Like, we had to go from house to house. And a lot of things happened to me going from house to house. And I really didn't know. I'm a young girl. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, why my mama losing weight? You know what I'm saying? Like, why my mama talking funny? And always just concerned about my mother because I didn't know. I was just too young to comprehend. And so one thing about it was my grandmother was a praying woman, and she taught me very early how to pray. So I'm young and I'm seeing these things happening. My mom got a new boyfriend. He's abusive. Like, just all of this stuff just happening, like, all at one time. We went from this type of lifestyle to that type of lifestyle, and it was traumatizing. And then my mama used to be a very well-sized woman, and then, like, she's losing weight like never before. So I'm thinking, in my mind, my mama's sick. So I worried about her. At school, I gave myself an ulcer at the age of 8 from worrying about, is something wrong with my mama, because I didn't know. I'm like, are you on a diet? What's going on? And then things just went from good to bad. Like, this boyfriend that she had was so strung out that he would, when his money ran out, he would come in and sell our silverware that we ate off of. We start losing all of our clothes. We start losing all of our furniture. We start losing everything. And if my mother said anything, he would put his hands on my mama. And then he had epilepsy. So whenever he smoked too much, we dealing with that. So my whole life was on eggshells. And I got really upset because here I am. I'm taught to pray. And God is good and he's going to make it all right. But God ain't making it all right. He's not making it all right. It's getting worse. And so at the age of 12, after being molested by this time almost 30, 40 times, by relatives included, like, just, where are you? Why, what kind of life is this? We went from a nice life to just this. And by the age of 12, just having to defend myself and keep people away from me and off of me, and people coming in and out of my house, taking our stuff and our food being sold, and just everything that I dealt with at the age of 12. I'm like, you're not real. You couldn't be real. You could not be real and allowing this to go on. And I stood in my bed and I took my broom and I just started like jabbing the ceiling, cursing God. I cursed God that day. Like, you are not real. You're fake. What is going on in my life? Could not be. And I cursed him. And from that moment, my life went to hell in a handbasket, literally. I turned to gangs. I started hustling. I had a murderous mind. I would kill you and your children. If I plotted a way to kill you, I was thinking about how to kill your family members because I know they was going to try to defend you. I was a murderer at heart because I was tired of being hurt, and God wasn't nowhere around. So then I died having my son that died. And that's how I got reintroduced back to the Father. It was in death that I found life. And then after that, I walked this new walk in God, offended at him still. Because whenever he didn't come through for me, those same feelings originated back. You ain't real. Because they preaching in the church, God is all about blessings, not even teaching you that you got to go through some stuff to get the blessing, that you have to sacrifice, that you will go through things in this life, but there is a reward afterwards. We didn't get taught that. We got taught that he is good, that he is great, that he is a blesser, and that all your problems go away. And so when mine didn't go away, it was like when I gave my life to him, my life got worse. So I would believe them and then retreat back into that mindset that you ain't real. You couldn't be real. I gave my life to you. You told me to give everything in my house away because I sold most dope and made my money off of blood money. And the very first thing when I got saved said, get rid of that. All of it. So we was reduced to sleeping on the floor. And in those moments, those thoughts would come back. And I walked this journey with the Most High for 10 years, still offended at him. And it was not until my son died and I needed him like never before. I could not be offended with him because I needed him to show me how to live through something so traumatic. I had been through trauma before, but I did not know how to live life after death. And I needed him to walk with me. And I said, what must I do? I need you. I can't be mad at you because I've been mad at you all these years. I need you to help me. I don't know how to breathe. I don't know how to think. I don't know how to do anything. I need you to help me. What must I do? And the very first thing was, forgive me. I'm like, what? Forgive you? You're so wonderful. You know how we play the church stuff, but he knows our heart. You're so wonderful. I would never be mad. He said, there's millions that are mad at me. There's millions that are offended at me because I didn't save their marriage. There's millions that are offended with me because I didn't give them the child or give them the job. And there's millions that are upset and offended with me because they feel like they was born in the wrong family. And because I didn't do what they wanted me to do when they wanted me to do it, they have left me, forsaken me. They are offended at me. They have the form of religion, but they deny my power thereof because they are offended with me. So we must forgive him too. We are so used to forgiving one another. But have you forgiven him when he didn't answer you the way you felt like he should answer you, when he felt like he should answer you? And Coach Keys came to me one day, said, there's a little girl at my son's school that said he's not real. How could he ever let something? And that book had to get into her hands. It have to get into these young people's hands. That makes you, when we going through stuff in life and while we had to go through what we had to go through, it don't make no sense to us. We feel like we are being punished. But the right man had to come along to pull that out at the end of the day. And let me tell you, when I start writing, the enemy was highly upset. Why? Because chains were going to be broken. The first time I even spoke about God, I'll forgive you too. It was over 5,000-10,000 views on that. Let's be honest on tonight. How many of y'all are offended? You take a deep look on the inside. We got it all together. We quote, we say, we love, we follow the Most High. We do all of these things, but we mad at him. And his hands is tied. Because we have limitations because of our offenses. I really wanted that job and you let somebody else get it. Why? Why did you let that happen to my mama? Why did you let COVID come in? Whatever the case may be, let's be honest on tonight. Anybody offended with him can be honest and say, I am offended. Because you didn't save why you let that man cheat on me? Why you let that woman break my heart? Why you let my child die? Why you let my kids get taken? We as a community, as a black people, as a brown-skinned people, as a minority, have been taught to walk through trauma instead of being healed through it. So my book is what brought healing. Because I had to write it out. And I had to go back and revisit what made me mad. And that story, I'm sitting here now telling you a story. I get paid to tell stories. I am a master storyteller. And you know what I've done? My pain is my profit. My depression is my deposits. Do you understand me? What I had to suffer and go through, I turned that into a whole entire movement. Now people are wanting to follow me to hear what it is that I got to say when I used to be nobody, a person but it was not until I opened up my mouth and begin to talk about what I went through. Oh, I was mad that I had to go through infertility for 10 years and I couldn't have no children. That I bore 5 children in the earth through rape. Something that I was not no willing participant in. And then when I got married, I couldn't have no children by my husband. Oh, I was mad about that too. And as long as I stayed mad, I stayed stunted. I had an arrested development. Meaning that I was 40 years old in real life, but I was 12 because that's when I stopped growing. So whenever I bring anybody up here, somebody that I trust, somebody that I know for sure can benefit you as they benefited me. A lot of people want to get close to me and want to know, how can you mentor me? And how did this work for you? I'm bringing the people to the stage. I said, I've been saved over 21 years. And I said saved, not religious. I've been walking this walk over 21 years. There's only 2 men that was able to provoke me to write my books. I procrastinated. I'll get to it. I write a line or 2. I'll get to it. He gave me a strategy how to do it and just get through it. And I'm telling y'all, it's going to bless you. Because that's all I needed was somebody to give me the framework. Because in my mind, I was overthinking it. Well, I got to write this and I got to sit down and think about what I got to say. And I get writer's block and my kids is over here doing this and everybody's pulling on me. No, write this like this. Do that amount. And it was something that I could do. And when I started like that with that little, it made me start writing more. And before I knew, it was like start with just 10 sentences. Next thing I know, what you doing? I'm writing. Because now I had the momentum to get this thing out. Brother Marquise can hook y'all up. Y'all got his link. Do you want to say anything in closing before we go, bro? But before I bring up the next speaker.
Whew, I'm over this joint trying to keep it together. I'm over here like, you can't be crying on the TV. Because it's so, I'm just beyond honored, and just humbled to be a part of this. And just hearing your story over and over again, it's just mind blowing. It really is. But to see, what you've become in the authority that you walk in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want them to get. You know, what happens a lot of time because of the limiting beliefs
Yes.
that were instituted, that were placed in us and on us throughout our lives, people be afraid to take steps. So you're telling me, generally speaking, if somebody said, you know, if you give me $3,000, I'll give you a $1.5 million check. How many people would do it? They were like, well, you know, you know, I mean, is it a 1.5 for real, or is it like, you know, it's gonna be, you know, you're gonna start going all over the place instead of saying, oh, for real.
Yeah.
But it's even more than that. Earning an income is great, but when you see the lives of people change before your very eyes, it's a different value. Money
Yes.
coming and go.
Yes.
But to know that I'm over here like, oh my God, I was blessed by God Almighty to be able to participate in what this woman is doing. That, I know I'm gonna make millions of dollars one day. I'm working on it, and that's great. But to know that I was able to partner with one of the most impactful females of our history, because she's gonna make history. You know, we see, you know, Mother Teresa and, you know, all these people we always talk about, but y'all got to realize we are the modern day Black history people, y'all. But too many of y'all is letting y'all 9 to 5 and the other fears that you inherited keep you from literally walking in your grave.
Woo!
I'm going to say that again. You're allowing your 9 to 5 and the fears that you've inherited, meaning they want yours. You walking in your mama field.
Yes.
You walking in your uncle field. You walking in your daddy field, whether you know them or not. You're walking in their fears.
Yes.
Put that mess down.
Yes.
Put it down.
Yes.
Pick up what you was called to pick up and walk this thing out. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all show some love to Coach Marquise. I'm going to get y'all the information over here on Instagram. I'm going to put the link in my bio. So that's the only way I know how to do it over here on Instagram. If you following me on Facebook or YouTube, definitely jump over there because the information is highlighted over there. But I will put the link in my bio and leave it up there for the next 2 days, okay? Y'all definitely make sure you connect because the brother got the keys that unlocks the value on the inside of your vault. I just want to say this last thing before you go, and it's just to piggyback on something you said. I got to tell y'all right now. That freedom that Brother Marquise, their wealth and prosperity, living life on your own terms is a whole nother type of experience, y'all.
Straight fact.
That is not no lie whatsoever. When you able to really, and I mean, when you able to take care of your family and you able to do just the little things that you've always wanted to do, go and see the places that you always wanted to see. I've always said this. We were not born to live and die in the same location. This great big nation, this great big world, you was made to travel and see the beauty of it. Some of y'all ain't gonna have not, I'm not gonna say no, some of y'all ain't. Some of y'all have to this day never even left your own communities and neighborhoods to be able to see how different cultures, and man, that feels beautiful to sit on the beach. On a hotel with the water to see a different scenario, a different scenery. It feels good to be able to, man, I only imagine when I was struggling as a single mama to be able to take all my family out for a dinner. Last year, I was able to take all my family out for a week vacation. A week vacation. That was major. That might be, oh, that's little to you. That was major to me. Because I never was able to do that. in times past, I was never able to do that. Y'all, I could tell y'all some stuff. I was never able to even, I had so many kids and a little bit of welfare. That's why I'm passionate about this. I'm not screaming at y'all. I'm passionate about it. Them food stamps and that, those are handouts that keep you hand down. Period. Those are handouts that keep you hand down. Do you know the greatness that's on the inside of you? They know it. That's why they hire you. Woo. That's why they hire you, because they know what's on the inside of you. You don't know.
Oh, man.
You scared to start your own business. You so comfortable depending upon somebody telling you what to do, and you live like that and die like that. Hell to the no. That is not the way that you are supposed to have life. You're supposed to have life and life more abundantly. More abundantly. And it feels good when you able, man, it feels good to go into a store and your son or your daughter want the nice clothes and you ain't got to look on the discount rack. It feels good to be able to go in a store and you ain't got to swipe no embarrassing EBT card. It has its place, but it has its place temporarily. You use it when you need it. But I'm telling you, when you able to buy your own food, you able to have in your house who you want to have in your house without lying. Come on, somebody. Opening up other doors.
Let's go, sis. Let's go.
Section 8. So your man can't be in the house. Now your children are bastards and orphans. And now they mad and in gangs and shot down by. Come on, y'all. We got to stop this. That was the whole intention. That's why we showed up. I'm passionate. I ain't got to know you to love you. I seen enough suffering. Not just in my communities, in all communities. I done been everywhere, to Africa, to Kansas, to you name it. My last name is Worlds. That's not a stage name or some hype. That's my name. Worlds. Cosmos. Okay? Why? Because I'm going to touch it. Every place of it. But I was limited to do all of the things that I was born to do. Because I was wanting a handout. Hell no, you can keep your food stamps. I was one of the ones that handed them back. They was begging me to stay on Section 8. No, I paid to defer. And when I tried to add my husband, they took my rent from $33 to almost $1,000, made it impossible. That was all he was making every 2 weeks, because that was the agenda. Because that was the agenda. Put your info over there on Instagram too, bro. I'm glad you went over there. Bro is putting this information over there because I'm telling y'all something. Y'all want to know how I pay myself $100K in a day? This is a good way. I'm telling you right now. This is how I pay myself $100K in a day. This is one way. This is one way. And I'm gonna just tell you something. It ain't because I love all people. Don't ever get it twisted. I love all people. It's the Caucasians and the other nations that are waiting for people like myself and people like you. Quiet as kept. We've been conditioned to make it believe that all of them hate us and all of them don't all of them are racist. That's not true. Excuse my French, but hell, my own kind is racist. They don't want to see you rise. They want to tear you down. They don't want to believe in you. They don't want to support you. My own kind has been racist. While yet and still it's them. Like, you need 100,000 to go get you a multi-family. Here we go. I don't even got to know you. How can you help us get into your communities? Because if we go, they'll kill us. Because they feel like we don't relate. So we need a medium to go in. If we get Kevin Hart, they feel like he whitewashed. So we need somebody from the hood. Baby, they looking for you. They waiting on you. They will support you. They love us. Don't believe the narrative that the news tell us. And yes, there could be some that are evil. But there's some of us that are evil. Let's be truthful about this thing. Some of us could be prejudiced. Let's be truthful about this thing. It's not just them, it's in us too. That's the problem. They'll buy your books. Look, change your mind, you'll change your life. I impact everybody. Respect is earned, it's not given. I don't care about the color of your skin, because you know what? We all put pants on the same way. We all sit down on the commode the same way. If they cut me and cut you, then we're going to bleed the same color blood. I'm going to tell you right now, though. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Some of my own people, I'll avoid y'all businesses. I'll be real with y'all. Slothful, lazy, don't want to deliver our stuff on time, get an attitude, make us chase you down. Who got time for that? I'm a businesswoman. I will go to them because they're going to get the job done. They're going to give me what I paid for. And they're going to open up doors. They love the stories. Oh my God, y'all, you've survived that? Let me show you what is waiting on you. If you don't mind, let me show y'all what is waiting on y'all. Period. Showed y'all the other day. Let me roll this thing back again real quick, just so y'all can see. Brother Mir Marquise, you almost ready, brother?
Say that again, sis.
Oh, I was talking to the other brother Marquise, Mir Marquise. I was asking, was he almost ready? He's up next. Let me get this right here, y'all. Did
you see his message?
I didn't see his message.
Did you see his message?
No, I'll check it over here.
I'm about to text you.
Okay.
Oh, you see it?
No, I was going to check it on my other phone. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get up here and show y'all something. Hopefully it's still up here. I got some other information to show y'all as well. Let me skip past all of this. Here we go, right here. Let me show y'all what's waiting on y'all. Y'all see what's in this room.
So I got an amazing testimonial. This comes from one of our licensees, actually, to Tawana. John, the whole video before we get to go. Check what she has to say.
Hey there, Kelvin. This is Dr. Tawana Burroughs, and I want to take just a quick moment to say thank you. Shout out to the whole Grand Oregon Enterprise Corporation, all you wonderful staff, and support team that absolutely rock and make it possible for people like myself to see things we never saw. And what I mean by that is I can remember 20-something years ago, eating out of the garbage can. I come from the poorest of the poorest. But because I have invested in myself and applied the knowledge and the wisdom that Uncle G gives out to us all, I was able to 10x my business and pay $40,000 to myself last month alone. So y'all rock, y'all out here changing people's lives, and I just want to say thank you. God bless you.
She's also coming down to I wanted to add, she's coming down to Detroit Boot Camp as Ultimate VIP as well.
$50,000 seat. She coming down as a Ultimate VIP, which cost me $50,000. $50,000. That is, as an Ultimate VIP, just to be able to get the information that I came back and brought to y'all and bring it to y'all. Now you see who was in that room. That was just the beginning. You don't have the inkling of who's waiting on your story.
Let's go.
Why you need to write it.
Did you say 50?
Go ahead, brother.
$50,000.
50,000, yes, 50,000 for the Ultimate VIP.
So what put you in the mind? What from the old Tawana to now? how could you justify, quote unquote, spending that type of money? Like help some of the people that are hopefully fighting now their limited beliefs. Because if you would have told us this type of stuff years ago, they would say, no, you'd have lost all your mind. How does one get into the mindset to invest $50,000 to go to an event? Why didn't you go buy a nice car and, you know, go to the restaurant like 5 times? Like, help us understand that right quick.
So first of all, a card cannot get me out of my situation. Been there, done it. I had so many repossessions on my credit report from doing the stupid thing back and forth, such as every income tax time when we got a little extra bit and they start coming out here with all the sales and the investments. I felt like I had to have a new car because I wasn't satisfied on the inside. So I was looking for outward things to make me feel okay or make me feel like I had something. Secondly, whatever I went and purchased, it couldn't bring me back no investment. Like I get that extra money, go buy the car. I lose the car 4 months later because I knew I didn't have the $600, $500, $400 monthly payment. So that was a cost that I incurred, not an investment where I could see my reward coming back. Same thing with going to Disneyland. Let's go on these trips. And there's nothing wrong with trips. But if I can't afford a trip, I'm not taking one. So what made me go spend $50,000 on myself is because I'm valuable and I want to be the very best that I could be. And one thing that sticks with me and has always stuck with me is this. I may lose my home. I may lose my vehicles. I may lose whatever. But you want to know why a millionaire could lose $1 million and trillions of dollars and then turn around and be a millionaire the next year? Is because they could not take the mind and the knowledge. I can lose everything and build it right back. If I lost 100,000, I can make 100,000 again because I've got the knowledge. And the reason why I paid $50,000 is because I wanted to know the mind of that man. I was not interested in riding your coattail or being one of your groupies. And, oh my God, no, you know what I'm saying? They asked me, if you have anything to ask to Grant Cardone, whose net worth is $300 million, what would it be? As if I was finna be a groupie, looking at it. I'm like, I'm gonna tell y'all the straight up truth, because I'm a true speaker. I'm not here to ride Grant Cardone's wave. I'm here to get in his mind and take it back to my community. When I said that, we were able to have a one-on-one conversation. He's like, to your communities, yeah, I come from the hood. I come from the gutter. I believe that they should have luxury living where they live at and not stuff that's all cheaply plastered. So I got to talk. I'm in this multi-family investing so I can give my people suitable and affordable living spaces so I can go get my people off the grass and off the sidewalk, living and sleeping in feces and urine and blood and all kind of road. I'm passionate about that. So that's how I begin to speak to them. I don't care about y'all money or hanging in y'all clubs. I'm paying for your time to know what you did so I can go do it. That $50,000 investment, I'm still reaping the rewards off of that $50,000 investment. I'm still having 100K days, weekend off of that $50,000 investment. And you know what I do when I make that type of money? Because cash is trash. That's what we don't understand. The gold is not, the dollar is not even backed by gold anymore. Cash is really trash. So when I make 100K, you know what I go do? Go spend 100K. Why? I'm going to go invest it. It's not an expense. I'm going to go invest it because that 100K is going to reap me 500K. And then I'm going to take some of that 500K and that's going to make me $1 million. Why? Because I'm investing. I want to see my money come back to me. Money grows when it flows. money has a job. That's why a lot of y'all money is unemployed. Because you've been saving it. Because you've been harboring it. Because you've been eating your seed. Money grows when it flows. It likes momentum. That is what it does. Currency. It moves. It exchanges hands. You know what I'm saying? So when we have been taught to harbor and this is my money. First of all, you wasn't even born in the earth with nothing. That's not your money. That's your tool to grow you and expand you and cause you to fulfill your assignment in the earth. Is not yours. And people got this mentality that this is my money. That's why you broke. A lot of people say, well, I can't afford $1,000. Well, you go eat it up, and then when you ain't got nothing else, then what? At least you can invest it in here, and I'm going to give you lots of opportunities to double your money back. Why? Because not, I got to say this. God gave me a hustle mentality. I hustled in the streets. I can never sit around and wait on. Why? Because I have a hustle mentality. And when I was in the street selling drugs, I was out there flipping my money. I didn't gamble rolling dice on the block. I didn't go to casinos. I went to one casino one time and they took my money and that was it, brother. I want to see my money coming back. I'm shooting dice and you beat me out of my money. It's like there's no second chance for that. You feel what No, I can't get my money back. I don't like that. I can't like that. So I gotta have my money coming back to me. I want to put my money in something that's gonna come back to me. I need to make money while I sleep because one day I ain't gonna wake up. I need my money working for me. Because one day I'm not going to wake up, but my kids are still going to be here. And those who I left behind, I need my money working for them. I ain't got time to be buying Coach bag. I don't own a Coach bag. Me and my husband have been married for 15 years. And never ain't bought a Jordan shoe. What the hell? I wish I would put on a Jordan shoe. And that's no disrespect to y'all. I will rock me some house shoes, some slides, they comfortable, some sandals. If I want to go get some nice shoes, all that stuff said, I wish I would pay you $200 for what costs 15 cents in Africa somewhere for them to make. Stop it, then. Redeem finna put his 10 piece in it. Like, yeah, we don't need them. But that's what he's trying to say over here. I wish I would do that. I would rather take that $200 and double my money back. If I can't see 400, I'm cool. If I can't see a double up, I'm cool. So I'm not even done investing. But when I invested that $50,000, brother, my life changed, and so did my mind. And that is something that never, ever, ever, nothing can ever take away what I know in my mind. And that's why people want to sit with me, because what I know in my mind. That's why I wanted to sit with them, because what they know in their mind. And your money got to belong to sit with them. Because all I want is this. I want to know how you did it. And that's where the proximity is at. When we're inviting you to come and sit with us, woo, you would be a fool not to. When we're inviting you, when we're opening up VIP and stuff like that, that is for you to get closer to us. The power is in the proximity, because now you get to spend time and now you get the blueprint. Let me go get my charger. I'm going to take my stuff from the stream, let you say, let you talk, say whatever you want to say, brother, while I go get the charger before we be kicked off of here. But I might open it up for a few of y'all to join me or Brother Marquise. You have any questions for him or myself to add you to the stream. So I'm going to let Coach Keys talk to y'all for a minute while I go get my charger.
Man, if y'all are enjoying this, Felicia, awesome. Hit that link, Felicia. My link is in the bio. Lord. My link is in the, my link should be in the comments somewhere. I'll put it up there. If y'all are enjoying this right now, first of all, go ahead and share this. If you haven't shared it, go ahead and share this, because somebody needs to see this. Somebody needs to see this. Because what happens is, the way that we're taught, and we do sis and I do talk to. I got you, brother. It's weird calling another man your name, you know what I'm saying? But I got you, Marquise, bro. When she come back on, I definitely want to answer some questions. I do want to answer some questions that y'all may have. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I got interrupted, but it's cool. My link is there. But okay, what I was saying was a lot of times we like to, the way that we're taught, people use excuses as crutches. Charlotte, I got you. We're taught to use excuses as crutches. And excuses are only valuable to the people that use them. Excuses are only valuable to the people that use them. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody just told you that, perfect example. I just posted it, Charlotte. God bless you. I literally was on a call with a woman yesterday, a discovery call. Listen closely to what I'm saying. I said, excuse me, ma'am. If you could live your dream life, she was like 50 years old. I was like, if you could live your dream life, what would that look like? And I'm all excited. I got the energy. I'm like, what's happening? Watch this. She said, well, I don't actually really want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. But watch what followed that. I don't want to be rich. I want to be comfortable. And I want to leave a comfortable legacy for my children. And I was like, okay. Why? Because I have knowledge. I have insight to what's going on in her mind. And I have great compassion because I get it. We ain't taught to dream, man. People shoot your dreams down. You know what I'm saying? When you're an adult, dreaming largely goes out the window for a lot of us. It's hard to dream. If I told you you can have whatever you like tomorrow when you wake up, what would you say? That's what I asked her, and she couldn't even tell me. She was so stuck in her current reality that she couldn't even picture a perfect life. Absolutely, Robbie. I said, well, let me show you what that looks like. Could I do that for you? Because I didn't want to intrude. She said, yeah. I said, watch this. We're going to switch places. I'm going to take you. All right. You know, well, if I could wake up tomorrow and it's a dream life, one, me and the wife about to go get on a private jet to Jamaica. The children going to be here with, the caretakers. Her sister, had a disability. So the sister would have the care because I no longer have to personally take care of her. I've hired people to take care of her and give her the best care. All right. I have businesses earning money for me. I woke up to $10,000. All right. We're about to go enjoy ourselves for about a week. And then when I come back, I'm going to another mastermind that I just invested $50,000 in to learn from movers and shakers that look like me and that don't look like me and create lasting relationships so that I can continue to impact millions of people through products and services by walking in my purpose. How does that sound? And she was just like, wow. She was like, wow. And I was like, see, there are no limits. Just dream. Just dream. But this is the thing about that. Comfortable is a trained answer. What's comfortable? Gas is up $4.29 for regular right now. Like 30 cents more, 20, 30 cents more for premium. The same food I normally get is going up. I'm glad you subscribe also. And all of the things that they're saying is true. Living comfortably, being trained by the government to be a slave, all of that is true. But you know what else is true? Today, family, you can make a choice to do something different. You can make a choice. Years and years ago when I was sitting on the block sitting on the block with my people, passing out from drinking straight liquor and smoking weed in the summertime, getting my white tee dirty. Ha! I never imagined that I would be helping people write books. I never imagined I would be on Netflix. It won't even know Netflix. I never imagined that I would be doing such cool things. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, where we come from in our culture, largely, it's whack to be smart. It's whack to know how to speak. You whack if you want to do good things. So it's such a disconnect in a lot of the stuff that we were taught and what we say that we want. We live in the most amazing time in history. And where people can literally, she just told you, I didn't say it, she said it. She said she earned someone's entire salary in a day, family. And check this out. She ain't put on no mask with AKs with the boys in them and go rob somebody. And now she looking over her shoulder. She ain't go flip a bird, a key, or coke, or dope and do all this. Now she wondering if the dude is an informant. I've seen that stuff with my own eyes. People I know, and the dude wearing the wire. I'm in the lawyer's office with this dude, watching the dude tell on him on the TV. I've been there. So I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. She ain't just talking out the side of her neck. What are you going to do? That's the only thing that matters at this point. Are you going to make the decision, or are you going to continue to talk yourself out of something that can change your life? I know what I'm doing. Glory to God. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I look so forward to her being on Steve Harvey and everybody else show, dropping the sauce and all the fire, and glory to God. And to know that's my sis. I'll probably be backstage, man, the wife, or sitting in the audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I want to do something if you got the time on tonight.
What time? Let's go. I just had an energy drink, so I ain't gonna be sleeping no time soon.
All right, so I want to invite. I'm gonna put this link up in here, and if y'all on Instagram or want to come over here to the platform, I'm gonna open it up for a couple of people to come on here and just share their story with you.
Let's get it.
5 minutes, y'all. Okay, y'all can reserve the whole playbook for when you meet with Coach Keys or when y'all get together. I mean, this is a part of the tribe, so y'all gonna see a lot of him as well. But the power is in the proximity. It's close. When you get the knowledge, we don't give that stuff out for free. We don't. It costs us too much. So if you would like to get on here and share 5 minutes of your story and see how he could help you right now, and say 3 people. You got time to do 3 people, 5 minutes apiece?
I'm ready, sis. Let's go. I'm gonna give y'all a real life vision of what this could look like for you right here on the spot in front of everybody.
And then when you're done with them, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna show them how we can scale this thing up without them even starting. So I'm gonna drop the link. 3 people. Where the 3 people at?
Felicia said she not sure how to join, and she was excited earlier. She talking about she ready. Let's go. So Felicia, Jew Burt,
come on over here, brother. Bro Lynchy. I want y'all to hear his story too. I'm gonna let him come on over here on StreamYard on YouTube. You get the link over there. So I'm gonna post it right now.
Marquise said that too. Marquise Murray was saying something too.
Okay, I want to come up. Okay, so it's gonna be Marquise. It's gonna be Felicia. We're gonna do 4: 2 males, 2 females. Brother, Brolici, he can tell me how to say it the proper way. He's gonna come. Brother Marquise Murray is gonna come. That's the link right there, you guys. You 4 that I called, and then I'm looking for another sister voluntarily. And Brother Marquise, I know you said that you wanted to have your presentation up. Look, this stuff flows from the heart. What do? You know, share a little bit about that too. Be instant in season, out of season. Be ready when it's your turn, because we ain't gonna have all the logistics, you know, together. We're not. But you know, on the inside of your heart, without ever having to write anything down or present it, just come like you are. Don't overthink it. Start right where you at. Most people think we gotta perfect the business and perfect this and perfect that before we can get started, or before. Now I started with my story. That's all I had. Period. Let's roll with that. Boom. And then we leveled up along the way. So there go the link, y'all. Y'all join that link, you four, and then I'll see you guys come on in the room, and then I'll bring y'all on up, and then I'll remove myself. So Brother Marquise is up first. I'm gonna add him to the stream. Yes, yes, and then I'm gonna remove myself in just a moment. I'm gonna add all of them to the stream, and then you just call on them as you see fit. We need one more sister. We need one more sister. Y'all mute your mics until we call y'all. Mute your mics. Make sure your mic is muted until he call you, and then you can unmute your mic, because we are recording this, y'all. And we need one more sister that want to volunteer. I'm gonna just pull somebody up. Just y'all know. Well, they probably don't know, but the ones that do know how I do it. Like, look, let's go right on the spot. One more sister. I ain't gonna let up. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get started with Brother Marquise. I wonder if you can answer.
Who is that, sis? Respectfully, no disrespect to anybody, but the young lady. We are live on a platform. Would it be too much to ask to sit up? And because all I see is your forehead and your headboard.
Oh yeah. Yep. Right.
It's just decency and order. It's all good.
There you
we
go.
just move, we professionals. It's all good. I don't want to put you on
y'all ready for business. We ain't got another sister before we get started. I really want to learn about the government contract, but I know I'm a bit late for that program. Hey, look, everything is possible right now. Seriously, we're gonna do something tonight that's gonna blow your mind. But if we can't get another sister, then we're gonna go ahead and roll. When it's y'all time, you don't miss your time, because you cannot ever get back an opportunity, a missed opportunity. But somebody to bring you on a platform that you did not build is major. It's major. You didn't build the platform, but you can come in it. Other people's stages equals other people's money. Facts. That's something that I teach in my mastermind. When people call you to the stage, go. Because you never know who's in their audience that you're going to track by sharing your story. So that offer is going to be up in 60 seconds. I'm on the back page. Please add me. There we go. We got your phone right there. Felicia, let's go. Add her to the stream. Please mute your mic. And I'm going to remove myself, Brother Marquise. The show is yours. I got to go in here and work with these twins before they drive my husband up the wall for a minute. I'll be back with y'all. All right, let's move me. Let's remove me out of the stream. Hold up.
Awesome. Look at all these beautiful people. Look at all this wisdom, all this insight, all this glory, all this beauty. What's happening? So, ladies first. I'm gonna just say young lady. It's all it's all good. The young lady with the purple shirt. I didn't catch your name. With the in the bedroom.
I'm sorry, Jada.
Jada. Cool.
Yes.
How you doing, Jada?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So, give me a brief synopsis of your life, just like elevator pitch, and what would a perfect book look like for you?
I would say to be successful and to be able to help others.
Okay. So Do you want to actually write a book? Is that something that you are interested in?
I do. Yeah, I'm interested in it, but I haven't pursued it or anything.
Okay. What would your book be about?
My life.
All right. So, could you give us a few instances? You ain't got to get too deep, but like, boom, it was like this, then it was like that, and now it's like this, and this is my story.
I would probably just say, things I've been through in life, childhood, bad relationships, just life, the things you go through, your environment, how
Okay.
people try to hold you down, different things.
Okay. Awesome. Could you come up with a title? If your story, your life was to be a title, what would you call it?
I haven't thought that deep into it, honestly. I wasn't expecting to go first either. Thought I had a few minutes to think about it.
All right. And it's cool. So watch this, y'all. Everybody watching. It's all good. But let me show y'all something. You got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? You have
Mhm.
to be ready. If somebody give you that's why, even though that song is so old, that Eminem song, for a person that's full with purpose, you got to lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You got to never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
I agree.
So always be ready, y'all. It's all good. Jada, I appreciate you. No
Thank
harm,
you.
no foul. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Marquise, talk to me, bro.
Oh, it's funny. I'm using my mouse thinking that I was on. Hey, listen. I just got to start by saying great name, by the way, Mr. Trent. God bless you.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate you.
All right, so quick synopsis. All right, so at the age of 2, due to my mom having an addiction, I was taken away. I didn't take my head up from the floor for the whole 2 months I was in that foster home. Got brought
Wow.
back at the age of 5. At the age of 5, I was molested, and my mother forced me to forgive that man, and she never brought it to anybody's attention. At the age of 15, my brother, who was 17, he was brutally murdered. He was stabbed in the heart for having an undying loyalty to a friend, um, which broke me, gave me abandonment issues, and I kind of went all the way the wrong way from that point. And then at the age of 23, I was able to, I was homeless because I had my daughter at 18, and I dropped out of high school twice. And I went back, and through being homeless, I got introduced to a program called Youth Harbors. And I was an ambassador and a public speaker for Youth Harbors, talking to legislative people, representatives, to get funds for that nonprofit organization to bring the stability in homes for those kids who are homeless, going through the same similar situation as myself. Right after
Pause.
that, my go ahead.
Pause, bro. Pause. Just that alone. Did y'all hear that? Just that alone is a movie.
Mm.
Just that. He was about to keep going. I'm like, that's enough. 2 years old, mom addicted, got taken away, couldn't lift my head up for 2 months. This is heartbreaking stuff. But this has created such tenacity, such strength, such everything else. So just by that, that's a book. Just by that, that's a coaching program. If I was in those shoes, if you don't already, you could, depending on which way you want to go. Because I actually went through an addiction and abuse recovery coaching program that was 9 months. That was very dope. It really helped establish my awareness to a whole nother level. But even if you didn't go through that, you could put together some type of, but really, I would begin to educate myself in trauma release and different things of that nature, just to take because you got the experience. And I had a whole lot of experience, bro. But when I began to add, it's a word they call modalities. When I began to add teaching modalities and structure to my life and my mindset, it took me to a whole nother level. And from that, you got programs, you got branded journals, specifically for little. Because see, it's one thing, a lot of times we know that females get sexually assaulted, but it's taboo in an entirely different level when a male gets sexually assaulted, especially by another male. So I commend you for just having the strength and courage to even share that, because a lot of people ain't trying to do it. It's all right if my babysitter, even though it's traumatic, it's one thing if the babysitter was, messing with my wee when I was 4. That's one thing we might try to laugh that off with a little masculinity, but it's a whole other ball game when there was a man that did that. So I commend you. Go ahead, bro.
Amen. So it's the Bible. That's why I'm able to do so. And building my foundation on Jesus Christ. So after that happened with my brother, at the age of around 24, 25, another one of my brothers, he was stuck in the abandonment and he never let it go, which caused him to spiral down into the drugs, generational curses. Y'all went over that a little earlier. And I ended up saving his life 3 times, from putting ice under his testicles, from performing CPR. And one time he wasn't with me. He actually ended up passing. So I have 2 brothers who passed away. And I'm able to talk about it because I have Jesus in my life. And I know that he gives us the peace that surpasses all understanding. So I know that I'm straight. So after that, just at the age of 27, I'm 28 now. Just last year, I got saved. Every birthday I would drink, I would smoke. However, this one particular birthday, I gave it up and I asked my apostle, I said, can I come to the hotel with you guys? I'm tired of drinking on my birthday. I just want to get right. I want to live my life right. So the next day, I give my life to Christ, and it is the first encounter that I ever had with God. So leading from that, because I only have 5 minutes, leading from that, actually gave me the opportunity to get connected with Dr. Tuwana because my apostle was preaching at her church. So because of that, then I got into the business of editing videos. And then that venture happened through the connection with Dr. Tuwana. And through that, she has taught me so much. And just being able to have that experience of working with her has added to my portfolio and gave me the avenue to work with so many other people. And just her mindset of, she might not like this term, but Robin Hood is what comes to my mind when it comes to her, But it's not stealing. She's doing it the right way. So that's why I know Robin Hood might be a little, but it's just, it's what's been happening. And then just recently, my other brother, he just got locked up again after serving 13 years in jail. He just got locked up again and got another year. And I was the only brother who really felt that. So what happened is I took qualities from each one of my brothers. Yes, they might be lost. Yes, I am standing in the gap as an intercessor, also as a man of God, to bring my family to Christ. And it doesn't bother me because I have the peace. What it does, it fuels me. And it just, this is bringing me back full circle, because even though my finances might not be in the best place, my mindset is getting there. My mindset is right. Now that my mindset is right, then that will follow. So I've just been building from my life, like you said, the tenacity. I've been building my mindset to be on the right track to then bring forth everything else when it comes to family, when it comes to my responsibilities. So I appreciate being able to share. God bless you, Marquise.
Do you actually have a book yet, bro?
No, not yet.
We're gonna talk about that. There is no way we're gonna continue to move forward without you having a book, especially with video editing capabilities. Could you share the people what you do? Could you throw that out there right quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So because people are all over the world, what I do is I have people send footage to my email address, and then I edit that footage. And what happens, right? A lot of people, this is the difference between me and other video editors. What people do is they'll put what you want together and just send it to you, and that's it. You pay them the money and they go along their way. However, what I do, I offer a video call. So as I'm doing the work, we're on FaceTime just like how we are here. You get to critique it because it's your vision that I'm bringing to life. It's not my vision and I'm fighting with your vision. It's your vision that I'm bringing to life. So as we're on the FaceTime call, hey, listen, man, I don't really like that right there. Can you tweak it? Can you put it 45 degrees to the left? Whatever it is, whatever weird request that you might have, that's what I'm able to do, is bring that to life. Because here's the thing. These files are huge. So I'm sending a file that may take an hour to render. And then what if you don't like your work? Here's the thing. The people that you build rapport with will bring you more finance. They'll bring you more customers, more real people, than if you just venture off into bringing new customer. So that's what I do with the video call. It's not just to bring your vision to life, but also to build rapport. And it's called Keys Quality Media Productions.
Hey, put that in the chat, bro. I appreciate that. And we're going to talk offline anyway. So we're gonna talk about that. Thank you for sharing, bro. Really. Put that in the chat for the folks. Put your email in the chat. Or just your handle and stuff, so people can, the content creators can reach out to you. I appreciate it.
Let me mute myself. Sorry.
Thank you, bro. You're good to go, man. Sister down there, with the red background. I'm sorry. Ain't no names up here.
Felicia.
Hey, Felicia, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. You was just so patient and waiting. I appreciate that.
So,
if you had a, so are you interested in writing a book? Is that something you're interested in doing, or you doing something differently?
No, I'm not interested in writing a book, but I do feel like someday it's worth it to tell my story.
Okay. You mind sharing what, do you have any entrepreneurial ideas, endeavors, or what's up?
Yes, I am anxiously waiting to join the transportation class. So it was just, I feel like definitely Dr. Tawana was definitely God sent, because I am one of those that against all the mandates. So I'll be honest and say I walked off of my job March the 2nd, and I've met Dr. Tawana probably within these last 4 to 5 days. Wow. So I am super excited about this opportunity. I just said I refuse to get any more shots, and I refuse to spend my life working for somebody else while my home is not together. So I wanted to I'm so blessed to have this opportunity to be able to come out of poverty. And I consider myself in poverty because I'm not wealthy. I don't have the legacy to leave for my children. I don't have things straight to leave for them. So my husband and I are anxiously waiting this opportunity to get this business started. We had all these thoughts in mind prior to me leaving my job, but we didn't know how we were going to do it. We had all these, everything jotted down as to what we want to do, how we're going to do it. But we had no money to do it. So I am super excited about this opportunity to get out of my hole. I just say out of my hole and get where I want to be.
I appreciate you sharing that, and I appreciate you being transparent. One thing that I learned, Marquise, with the addiction and abuse recovery coaching, and for all men out there listening, I definitely feel led to share this. Family, there's strength in vulnerability. There's strength in vulnerability. When you go through pain, you're taught to guard, of course. You're protecting a wounded place. But I know firsthand that when you exercise that courage, because it takes courage, to make yourself vulnerable to the right people, that's when healing begins to take place and you gain that strength. All right? So thank you, Felicia, for sharing that. And I do believe, especially if you and your husband really come together as a force, man and woman, moving forth with vision, especially in transportation. I have a CDL.
Okay.
One thing my dad told me, son, if you ever want to continue to make money, get something that people have to have. transportation is a recession-proof business because stuff has to move.
Right.
Products have to move. So it don't matter what's going on. And it's really so real that even in war times, again, I'm a veteran. I've been to Iraq. Billions upon billions upon billions of dollars are made during war. I hate that people have to suffer. I hate that people die. I hate that infrastructure is broken and torn down. I hate all of that happens. But billions and billions and billions of dollars is passed, sometimes trillions, take place in the war. So by you positioning yourself in the proper channels,
Right.
you know, even start thinking about what y'all may want to run. You know what I'm saying? Getting your I forgot the name of that card. It's a card that gets you what when it comes to this, y'all ain't even got to drive. Really. It's
Right.
just, you know, y'all ain't even got to drive. But you know, just tapping into that vein of transportation, you know, thinking about, I would encourage y'all even now to start doing a little research to see what other things that people aren't doing that y'all could do to give y'all the upper hand in the business.
In transportation. Okay.
In
Yeah.
transportation.
Uh-huh.
Like even before
Are
you
you
start
refer-
getting involved, start looking like, they do this, they do this, they do that. How can we do this better? How can we do this better? How can we save more money for our business and things of that nature? I would just throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Marquise, are you referring to the DOT medical card?
No, the it's a special type of, it's another card. They let you go to the ports and stuff.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? It lets you go to like the Canada's border, Mexico's border, the ports, PORTS. I forgot the name of it. It's a special type of card that you get that the drivers have to have. Again, if y'all the owners, y'all don't really need it anyway. But to ensure that thank you, little movie.
Twig. Okay. Oh. All
Twig
right.
card, TWIC. He know what I'm talking about. People paying attention. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. It's a Twig card, and that kind of opens up more doors because they can go international. So once you cross Canada, it's considered international. Once you cross Mexico, it's considered international. But tell me briefly before we move on, would you be interested in telling your story? You ain't go through that for nothing. What you think about that?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you now. Sorry.
Okay. You now tell me, what did you say?
Would you be interested in telling your story? Like, would you be truly interested in really pursuing that? Because I don't want to take you in two directions if y'all really leaning into the transportation by all means. However, you didn't go through all of that you went through for nothing. So you can begin to gain levels of authority in your specific niche or whatever it is that you're going through while that's going along also. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I left the medical field. So I am totally changing careers completely.
Okay. That would be a dope book. Oh man. What you think about writing a book about, I don't want to say the woes, but how about the realities of working in the medical field for Black women or something like that?
I'd probably be the person to do it too. I'll be the person to be able to tell the story because I mean I'm the one, those frontliners, you know.
Here we go.
It's a lot to be told.
So see, the thing about that, you're niching down. Like how many, especially in the Black community, that's like, I hate to say it like that, but like that was like the mecca of a Black woman's career to get in the medical field. You're a nurse, you're an RN, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many. So what if you came up, wrote your book, told your story, and made some type of mental health or comfort or something that could add value to specifically that demographic? How would that sound?
That would be awesome.
Because you know specifically the ladies working at 12s, sister girl doing them 16s, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Like what type of book, what type of then journal just for those girls, you know what I'm saying? Then you can start taking it deeper where you can Watch this, y'all. This is how you start thinking laterally. This is how you think laterally. Watch this. This is live in color. You can make a club or a community specifically for Black nurses. You can then go partner with counselors, psychologists, I don't know about psychiatrists, things of that nature to assist them with mental health stuff, the stuff that y'all go through. And you can even, once you get it up to a certain level, you can even partner with salons and spas to get them massages. Because I did massage therapy. I know the value in a good massage that only they can have.
Yeah.
And you can even make that a membership. You got to pay a membership to stay in this club. Can you see that?
I can.
So watch this. Once she wrote the book, she get income off the book, both paperback, ebook, and audio. 3 types of books. She's getting income from that. Then she got her journals. So that's 4 streams of income. Then once she partnered with all of these people, because she's created a membership group, now she got a membership that's only for Black nurses. How special would they feel?
Very special.
Only Black nurses. You in the elite club. So now you got paperback book, you got ebook, you got audio book, you got journal, and you got membership. That membership is that recurring revenue to be a part of your organization while you got the trucking going on.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that is what you're spearheading. Can y'all see that? Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
And all of that's possible.
Talk about
I got a paperback right here. I got ebooks on here. And the journal can be easily made. And memberships, there's various platforms to house your memberships to make it easy to be able to facilitate on the back end. We got those systems. We got those resources. Is that valuable? I'm going to be quiet. I want to hear what you had to say, brother. Is that valuable, Felicia?
It is.
Okay, thank you so much. What's up, bro?
I wanted to speak on something else that I do as well. Is that okay?
By all means, bro. Go ahead. Thank you, Melanated Roy.
Okay, so there was a school, fully accredited school called HBIU, and I'm actually in there to get my bachelor's in theology. However, they do offer a program where kids can get their high school diploma, and I was actually going to present that to Dr. Tawana, because taking the streets back, if some of the kids that come in there, if they don't have their high school diploma, what better way than to really connect and network on that as well? Amen.
I appreciate that, bro. You in Texas too, Mike?
No, I'm actually in Massachusetts.
Okay, Massachusetts. Okay.
It's a flight away.
You already know it. You already know it. I appreciate that. Is there any other questions you may have had, Felicia?
No.
Okay. I really want you to. I don't want to take y'all off the path, but if that was a way you could, again, that's dope.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you putting more thoughts into my head, because that just keeps me on the roll. My husband would say, well, okay, what are you doing now? But hey, we on the roll right now.
Facts.
And like you said, 2 together, it's a force, and that makes things much stronger.
Thank you. Awesome. The other young brother, I guess he had to take off. Thank you, Felicia. Jada, you ready to share any more? Or you good to go? You still muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, because I wanted you to give me some ideas, because I was actually going to Dr. Tawana's the government contract class this weekend, because I have a passion for real estate and also like people with disabilities.
There's a place right here in Richmond. It's an abandoned building. It was an old folks' home. I hope that's not an offensive term to anybody, but that's how we see it. There's and I know it has many rooms. So that's when that commercial real estate comes in, to be able to get those buildings revamp them, and then put individuals in there. Like I shared with somebody. If y'all didn't know, there you go, bro. I was wondering where you was at. I'm going to share this with her briefly. If y'all didn't know the beauty of government contracting happens on 3 levels. You got the federal government, you got the state government, then you got your local government. You got Sister Felicia here that wants to get into transportation. As we said, I don't care what's going on in the world, you're going to need transportation. Transportation specifically, 18-wheeler tractor trailers, reefer trucks, refrigerated trucks, basically, things of that nature, especially when we're talking about moving medicine, moving all types of stuff. Then you got local government. You got city hall, you got schools, you got all of these brilliant local, somebody need to mute their mic, I'm not sure who. We got all of these local government entities right around where we are that need products and need services. When I was in the military, I remember seeing civilian businesses that would come and add the services to us. There were times where civilians came and cooked the food that we soldiers ate. So think about what it is that you may have a passion for, but also think about something that could produce a high profit, if that makes sense. Because you could be passionate about doing this, but see a high profitability margin.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I'm hearing somebody. So you can have a passion to do this, but you can have a high profitability with this, which is easy to do because you outsourcing it anyway. All you're doing is quarterbacking. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a brother earlier. He does demolition. I said, bro, you can get a demolition contract to tear down buildings on all of these military bases that's doing all of this building for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you ain't even lifting the hammer. All you're doing is finding the people. So I want y'all to start thinking like owners. Start thinking like owners more than workers. And that's all of our transition, because owners think different than workers. Owners say, how can I get this job done at the least cost, listen to this, with the greatest value? An owner thinks, how can I get the job done at the least cost with the greatest value? Because it ain't good if you got the least cost, but you got some trash. That's not adding value. Because then they're going to be like, well, you know, they came in here, they was late, they did this, they broke that, they lied about this, they threw this away, we said don't throw that away, they messed it up, and we don't want that. Is that cool, Jada?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. What's up, bro? The gentleman who came back on. Who is? Excuse me, real quick. VM4 Johnson. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Somebody.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay.
I can hear you.
All right.
Guys hear me? I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Talk to me, bro. What's your name, man? I don't know if he can hear us.
Can you guys hear me? I can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Yes.
Can you guys hear me? I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
Yes.
I can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on.
Just talk. Tell him just talk.
I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
But
I am talking.
Brother,
I can't hear anything. I don't know what's going on. I can't hear anything.
No, you talk, bro.
He said talk.
Just talk. We can hear you.
I can hear. I am talking. I can hear.
Tell him we can. Tell him we can hear him.
Let me go out and come back again.
For sure.
I am talking. I can't hear. I don't know what's going on.
Can somebody type that? Yeah, just talk. Melanated.
Just one moment. Let me go out and come back, please. Let me go out and come back.
For sure. Awesome, y'all. I pray y'all get value. If y'all getting value, could y'all just put that in the chat? Thumbs up or something in the chat. If this has been valuable, I just always like to do a temperature check to ensure that I'm providing value to whoever I'm getting the opportunity to serve.
Amen.
I appreciate that, brother. Say something, bro. Now I can't hear him.
Okay. I don't know what happened the first time I tried to. My audio, I just don't know what's going on.
It's cool. We can hear you though. We were just saying talk. We can hear you, but I feel you want to be able to hear. No problem. Cool, man. Tell us a little bit about. Are you interested in writing a book? What are your interests?
Yes. I am very much interested in writing a book. And first of all, my name is Brolin Che, and I'm from West Africa, Cameroon. And I've been in the United States for 6 years now. And yes, I am definitely interested in writing a book. And I have so many ideas that but the one idea that I really want to start working on is just helping people find their purpose in life, because most people come to earth here, and they live without really leaving a legacy, without really leaving something that people would be able to like to remember you of, so I just feel like it is like not like a responsibility, but I just feel like most people have to know their purpose in life. Okay, and how do you know your purpose in life? What For me, what I discovered that my purpose is, I feel like my purpose is because I have to help people who are in relationship problems. Okay, and kids that grow up in broken families. That's what I feel my purpose is. Okay, how did I come about that being my purpose? um the how I was able to find that my purpose is because we as human beings, we have to go through I realize that we have to go through something in order to really develop and make us be what we really are. So once we go through that pain, that that when you go through that pain, that you like, when you wake up to that realization, you're like, okay, I don't want to ever go through this again, and I don't want to see somebody else go through what I went through. Just for example, like Dr. Tawana Words, I have been hearing her story a lot, and what I got from her story is, she went through so much pain in her life that, that she got to that realization. Like, she always bring up the story about selling the hot dogs, um, she didn't have a lot for herself, but just the fact that she was helping other people with the little that she had made her realize that, oh, there are people out there who don't even have a lot, but just the little that I am giving them, they are happy. So that's when she realized that, this is my purpose, to actually help my people who are in need. So for me, I just feel like I still have to make more research about it and see what actually like what is people that like what I don't know how I can say it, but just how just how someone can find their purpose, because I believe that it is true going.
Cool. So let's explore that real quick. First of all, how do you spell your name, man?
Oh, Brolin, Brolin.
Oh, cool. All right, Brolin. So let's take this a little deeper, because helping people find their purpose is very generic. That's a very generic term or concept. So let's get a little more clarity on that. You said relationship problems and children from broken families. So have you experienced any relationship problems?
Yes. I have been through My past, I would say my very past relationship with my other girlfriend I had, it was not a good experience. It was, I think that is what actually made that is what molded me into the man that I am today. And I feel like
All right,
I
let's hold on. We gonna unpack. This is live coaching, y'all. This is live coaching. So you had a bad experience. How long were you with this young lady?
for I think for 2 years.
All right. Could you give me two main things that you learned from that relationship?
Yeah. So I just learned that we like you are you don't need somebody to be happy. You can be happy on your own. First, you need to find happiness within yourself first before you go out in order to before you can express that happiness out. And another thing that I learned is just the nature of women in general, because women in general, they are a little bit complicated, and what they might mean one thing, but that's not really what they mean. They mean something else. So I feel like I feel like I
Hey man, hey, hey.
I'm
Dre
sorry to all the
Face said
ladies.
facts. Dre Face on YouTube said facts.
Yeah,
I
so
appreciate you
it's
sharing that, bro. Keep going.
so you know just from all of that, and it was a really toxic relationship because I felt like I was giving in my best, but uh and just getting all that pain, and getting someone doing something behind your back when you're giving them your all, it really hurts a lot sometimes.
True indeed.
So yeah, so I
So
just feel. Yeah, yes sir.
I'm sorry. How old are you, bro? If you don't mind sharing that.
I am 26.
26. Okay. So you said helping people find. So you feel that it's your job to help people find their purpose. You talked about children in broken homes, and then you talked about bad relationships. So
Yes.
if you were to start writing your book tomorrow, which area would you lean to the most?
I would first explore how to, you know, because I feel like purpose is not, some people, like a friend told me, it's not everybody that, would know their purpose in life, it's not like, so for that first, I would explore that, like I said, explore that pain in you, which leads you to something greater than you are first, and then once you find that thing, that pain that made you grow, and you tell yourself like, okay, I don't want somebody else to go through that. I would do my best to help anybody that I feel like is about to go through the same thing that I went through. They should not go through that.
So watch this. Remember when I talked about being general? Let's niche it down. What if you wrote a book for young African males that came to America? Now you're speaking to an exact group of people, and then you're talking about exact situations. Because one, there's a lot of different things that you're going through mentally, adjusting to the culture. Even though American culture is everywhere, there's still a reality of being an actual African. You're not an African American, quote unquote, all these titles. You're an African in America. So there's a lot of invisible things that need to be discussed that you can perfectly relate to. So you can speak to the young man about that. Because one, keeping it so real, women got so much. You know what I'm saying? Men need so much more stuff. We need more stuff. We don't have a lot of. They got Victoria's Secret and this and that and this. Women get a lot. The world caters largely to women, and I love women, glory to God. But the more that men are built up, the whole community will do better. So you can
Facts.
write a book specifically targeted to empowering young Black, were young African men coming to America. I'm talking about Cameroon, I'm talking about Senegal, I'm talking about the whole gang, Ghana, everybody that's coming over here. That can be your specific demographic. Then you start talking about purpose. Young black man, I'm talking to you, brother. How did you feel when you came to America? Did you feel alienated? Did you look for your people? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do that? Did you know that you did have purpose? Did you know you don't need a woman to fulfill you, that you can be fulfilled in this regard first? Did you know that you can position yourself, grow yourself, get healed, get yourself together before you start looking for a woman? You know what I'm saying? Help the young brothers build themselves up. Help them find some sense of identity and stability first. That's a solid starting point. Hey, did you come from a broken home? Did you come from West Africa? Did you go through relationship problems? Did you experience all of these things? Well, great. This book is for you. My name is Brolin. I'm from Cameroon, and I'm 26 years old. Let me tell you about this relationship I was in with Sarah. That was 2 years, and it was so toxic. I gave all of myself to her, and all she did was take. Oh, my God. It devastated my self-esteem. I felt like this. I felt like that. I didn't think I was going to be with nobody else. This was terrible. You don't have to go through that, though, brother. Look at some of the steps that I've written in this book. Look at this journal that I have for you. Write about this. Get this out of your heart. And while you're at it, visit this website for more free resources. Boom. Whole book. Because it's easy to say, I want to help people find their purpose. Who? Everybody. No. If you're talking to everybody, you ain't talking to nobody. I'm Marquise. I help kingdom-minded entrepreneurs overcome the limiting beliefs that hinder them from their destiny and pursue purpose through publishing. If you don't serve Christ, I can't say that I won't work with you, but who am I targeting? Kingdom-minded entrepreneurs, people that either got a business or want to start a business, because you're already coming in with a different mindset. You're already coming in with a different mindset. All right, bro, let's build God's kingdom. Cool. Let's do that. What do I need to do? Do this, and this. Cool. Let's get that done. Hey, I want to talk about this. You know, I can appreciate you reaching out, but I choose not to work with this type of information. You know what I'm saying? What? So then you can become selective. So you can become selective. You know what I'm saying? So we want to take all of that from here and we're going to bring it down. Bro, I know how many Africans is in America. You ain't got to talk to nobody else and you can become financially free. You can specifically hone in on African males who are trying to find their identity in America, so forth, so on, and tell your story and craft it in such a way that it adds value to the reader. Is that helpful, bro?
Yes. That, man, that's just that is a blessing. That's like an enlightening. I would never forget this in my life.
Amen. Hey, man, hey. I'm here to serve, bro. And I hope y'all see this is the value in coaching. This is the value in mentorship. This is the value. I'm going to cut your learning curve. Bro went from all the way out here, really, no disrespect, really with confusion. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think I want to do this. I think I want to do that. But I might want to do this. And I'm going to talk to everybody. I ain't talking to nobody. And we're going to bring it down to a specific demographic that he can tap into, because it's a culture. My homeboy was from the DR. My homeboy from the Congo. I got some African folk. You know what I'm saying? They good people. I was eating the pondu with the spinach, with the rice, with the fingers and all that. We was, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different demographic that you can target specifically and lead a whole movement, bro. You can lead a whole movement of young West African men. And you'll change the game, bro. Your YouTube is about that. Your Instagram is about that. Your Facebook is about that. Your LinkedIn is about that. From now on, that's all you're talking about. How can I, Brolin, impact young black men? I mean, young African men. You know what I'm saying? And you can mix in the culture in a way that keeps that pride of actual African, the motherland, but at the same time with that American twist that's kind of already there. And that's going to be a bestseller, bro.
Period.
I appreciate this, man. I just don't know. I'm just short of words. Like it really means a lot for me at this point. Thank
I
you. Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
coming back on, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Amen, bro.
So
Thank you,
let me get my spin on it real quick. Each and every single one of you guys. So that was a lot. Very, very, very important to have a coach. Can I just say this real quick? Do you know what makes Kobe Bryant Kobe Bryant? He had a coach. He did what the 99% wouldn't do. And he mastered how to dribble a ball, how to shoot a ball from long, how to be a jack of all trades. And guess what? He had a coach. Beyonce, these people they put on a TV before us, they have vocal coaches, sport coaches, culinary coaches. You know what I'm saying? You need a coach in order to grow. That's just period. You're going to need, because a coach and a mentor is going to, their job is not there to patty cake you to death. You know what I'm saying? Like it's to push you and propel you because they can see what you can't see. They can pull out what may be your blindsiders. They're not there to pat you on the back, even though they celebrate with you. They're going to tell you, yeah, you made that 3 shot, but so what? Keep on making some more. Let's go. Make 10 more 3 shots in a row. You just perfected 1. So that is the job of a coach. That is the job of a mentor. Is to pull the value, to structure you the proper way. That's why we showed up. We love our community. I know for sure my brother loves his community. What makes Floyd Mayweather? He's mastered running around the ring. If he gotta throw a blow, he will. But he's mastered running around the ring, ducking and dodging his opponent. So you need a coach, just how he just helped you hone down. Because the truth of the matter is, bro, then if you go after African males, you'll reach more than just men looking to get relationship issues fixed or people who went to a broken home. All of those men can relate. Every African man can relate to either a broken family, whether it was poverty, they had the structure of mom and dad there, but finances wasn't right. Whatever the case may be, we all could relate to that. So that's how you get your audience first. And I'm telling y'all right now, if you don't know, you should know. Felicia too, Sister Felicia. We can start businesses. We need a business for every bill. I'm gonna say that, and y'all need to write that down so you know. Don't just think I'm gonna do one business and that's good. No, you need a business for every bill. If you got one stream of income and you got your whole entire house built on that one stream of income, if they take it or force you to do something that you don't want to do, your whole entire house falls completely down because your house is built on one leg. No, we know in real life, a house has to be built on 4 pillars and a foundation in order to make the roof and the structure fit. So we need a business for every bill. For those of us that know the word says, invest in 7 ventures, businesses, even in 8. For you do not know what disaster will come on the land. That was a mystery. If you got 8 streams of income, you'll be well-rounded. Why? Because when one ain't working, because they have their seasons. It's a time and a season for everything. So if you go start one business and business is popping in the summer, but it's slow in the winter, what you gonna do? Because there again, your house is built on one leg. So what happens is you got to have multiple streams of income. If one ain't working, you got 6 to 7 others If 2 ain't working, you got 5 other legs. If 4 ain't working, you still got 3. If 6 ain't working, you still got 1. You can never be without with that many streams of income. And you know who take that? They don't even believe in the word, but they use the principles. Ain't that something? And that is why they prosper. They can be the most evilest, satanic, devil worshiping, sold out, Illuminati, whatever the case may be, but they use principles. What do you see every rapper, every celebrity, every singer, every famous person, what all do they have in common? The common denominator is they always try to go find orphanages. They know how to give back because that's a law. And they have investments. They have multiple streams of income. Now, if they have it, why don't we? And we pay them to look at their lifestyle. Excuse me. We're not paying you to look at your lifestyle. I'm not paying you for your last name. I'm not paying you for your good vocal skills. No, I'm not watching all of that. Instead of me being entertained, I could actually be building something. So you're going to need way more than one stream of income. Let me tell you, I create 7 streams from each story. Infertility is one. Dealing with being a woman in the earth, not being able to do what your body was meant to do is one of the most heartbreakingest, worst infliction upon a woman that a woman could ever go through. These celebrities out here can't have children. They will pay me millions to give them a blueprint of what I had to go through for 10 years to get to the information. Most don't know that redeemed, revelation, and redemption came by way of reproductive assistance. Facts. When I had my son that passed away, I had an abruption of the placenta. And when they went in there to get him, they cut up everything. I had to learn how to urinate again. I had to learn how to walk again. I had scar tissue wrapped all around my bowels. So giving birth was not an option. It was over for me. They wanted me to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. But I had to learn how to eat the right foods, pumpkin seeds and yams, and exercise. I had to learn the steps. I told my story, it went viral. I got a whole tribe of people in a group right now because I told that story. Don't you dare give up. Some give up after 1 year. Some give up after 3 years. Many people don't know. Looking at my husband's face, not being able to bear him children, and then being angry at God because I bore rapist children. People that I didn't even willingly want to lay down with. People that violated me in the worst way. I bore their children and kept them and loved them unconditionally. And then when I decide to partake in a relationship that I choose, I can't have children for 10 years. And then hearing my husband on Father's Day, seeing his friends, and I can't give my husband children. I was so desperate to the point that I was willing to let my husband go and marry another woman to give him something that he rightfully deserved. Looking at pregnancy tests year after year after year, only to say failure. Going to doctors only to say it'll never happen. I had to endure that for 10 years, but I never gave up. And because of that, God rewarded me 3 times and at the right time. If my son who died would have died and I wasn't able to have any more children, he would have been my last son. But the Most High knew that I needed redeemed 2 years before he passed because he was going to keep me living. I could not go die because I had to live for redeemed. And then 1 year to the date that the devil thought he was going to wreck my whole entire life, April 18, 2018, when my boy dropped dead. That was the worst day of my life, April 18, 2019. I found out I was pregnant with twins. So what was supposed to be the worst day of my life was also the best day of my life, and it balanced me out so that I don't mourn and grieve as the one that don't know where my boy is. I now have something to balance me out. There was a negative attack that happened on this day, but there was also a blessing, and it came in the form of two at 42 years of age. At 42 years of age. They can never replace him, but I know that he is real and alive and living because only he could do something like that for me. I told that story. Relationship as well. I've been with my husband 15 years, but in the beginning it wasn't all peaches and cream. We went through some things. So out of my story from that, going through those things, being determined that once I'm married, I'm going to stay married. And some things you just got to fight for. And that was one thing I was not willing to let the enemy take from me after taking my parents, after taking everything. So now I got something called Conquerors Marriage Ministry. So we stopped having so many men and women going down for irreconcilable differences, and we learn how to fight. We ain't going to let no intruder on the street come up in our house and spoil our family and take our family hostage. We going to fight back. I sure ain't finna let no spirit roll up in here and take my marriage from me and take my children from me and take my money from me like I'm a sucker. I wasn't no punk in the street. I'm not no punk in the spirit. I beg to defer. So now I teach other men and women how to conquer their marriage. That's another story. I created 7 streams of income from just those 2 stories. Baby, when I get done with this, every negative thing that happened to me, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I'm telling you, you owe me, devil. You owe me. Because now, not only that, living life after death. How do you live life after something that came from you died? Because when they die, you die too. Something in you dies, flesh of your flesh. This boy was intertwined with me. So when he died, so how do you continue to live life in your right mind? Not on drugs, not on no pills. I don't need no anxiety medication. I'm more powerful now than I was then. Not on any of that. How do you live life after that? How do you live life so powerfully after so much pain? All my stories. By the time I said, well, I'm going to have 49 streams of income. No, that ain't enough. I'm going to make sure if 2 ain't working, 47 is. Do you understand me? 1,000 of them is. Baby, I'm going to package this up like a dope boy. Listen, I got a 20 piece over here, a 50 piece over here. I'm no longer a dope dealer. I'm a hope dealer. Listen, I can help you. I got so many stories. Yeah, I got so many stories. You've been through abuse, so have I. Let's go. What's wrong? What? You've been through reject, so have I. Like your parents abandoned you. You've been through poverty. Look, you've been to the hood. You've been in gangs. You've been shot at. Listen, I'm well-rounded. I stand in between 2 generations, the young and the old, all behind what I went through. So let me help y'all real quick before we go. Brother Marquise, Mir Marquise, man, listen. It's time for you to move, brother. That story is powerful. You ain't got to perfect that story. Just tell it. Woo, just tell that story. You know how many men are hiding in shame? Just tell that story. So many men that have happened to, that they can't tell that story. That's why I'm like, look, check this out. I say it all the time. Absolutely love the church, but you know how many young boys got turned out from the deacons and the bishops in the church, got touched on? Man, look, this is a story that will go all around the globe, literally. because men they taught the whole stuff. You strong and don't ever say that. And being vulnerable enough that's something that happened to me. And how it affected me, that's so powerful. That's books, that's workshops, that's seminars. You're supposed to be doing what I'm doing. It's time to move, brother. It's time to move. You got to have that conversation with yourself in the mirror. My broke days are over with. Your value is in you. Your wealth is in you. And when I'm talking about wealth, it ain't just money. Time wealth. Ask a dying man on his deathbed. What's the one thing if you could get time? They got trillions of dollars, but they want time. So having time, wealth gives you time. Why do wealthy people fly jets? To floss? No, to save time. It would take 8 hours, 10 hours. They want to be able to fly across the world and get back to their family, to put their families in the bed. Time. It gives you spiritual time as well to get your life in order. You ain't all over the place working and serving so that you never have that time to tap in spiritually to build that relationship. It gives you time. Wealth gives you spiritual freedom, financial freedom. I want y'all to imagine what it feels like to never have a creditor calling your phone. And you got to lie. I used to be the queen of this. Hello, may I speak to Tawana Worlds? She not here right now. I done changed my voice up and everything, lying because I got tired of her. Hello? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is this? Because I got tired of them calling me. I didn't know what else to tell them. Then when I ran out of that, I'd be like, charge that to the Antichrist, you know? Like, I'm going to die in debt. My mind was so messed up. But I'm telling you, it's a different feeling. When the people ain't calling your phone, it's a different feeling. It's a different level of peace and everything that comes to you when you ain't got to worry about your bills being paid, whether your children gonna eat, whether your family is you. It's a different type of peace that comes with that. And you can only experience that in another realm. It's time, financial, mind, spiritual. That's what wealth does. Wealth changes your life. That's what I want y'all to experience. I love y'all enough I want y'all to experience that because I've experienced it. You know how one person finds the way and they like, hey, everybody is over here. That's me. Because I've been poor, digging out of garbage cans, food that they did that they threw away to eat. Man, I remember eating cornmeal, trying to make that like oatmeal just to give it a good taste. And on the other side, man, there's no way that I ever return back to poverty. When you taste this freedom, you never, ever return back. You never, ever return back to poverty. So you need to tell that story. You should have been and told that story. A lot of us be like, I'm waiting on you to do something, Father. No, he waiting on you. I got you through it. Other people died. They lost their mind. They in a crazy house. I got you through it so you can get others through it. And what you don't know is the government will pay you to tell your story. Y'all think that the government don't do something? The government pay motivational speakers to go in prisons. I'm telling y'all, I'm here to lead y'all to where the wealth is. Don't limit your mind. Say, well, they might just want my video. No. They want your story too. They want your mentorship. They want your leadership. Man, they will pay you trillions of dollars for your leadership. We have no more time to delay, y'all. I wanted to share some information with y'all on tonight. I want to get to Jada as well. Your passion for real estate, that comes from somewhere. So not just only my real estate, I'm going to tell y'all something that's starting to start businesses. Everybody want to know your why because you got to have one. Everybody want to know, why did you start this business? I don't know, to make money. Well, you know what? When you ain't making money, you ain't going to keep that business. You got to have a why. Because it's going to be days where you don't feel like doing your business. It's going to be days when you feel like, I'm so used to working for man, because that's our mindset. I just need to go back and get a work check because it's taking too long to see a return. I'm here to let you know it's going to take muscle, that same muscle that got you through situations. Because you go from an employee mindset to an employer mindset. I'm working for me. And the hardest workers is not employees and construction workers. The hardest workers is business owners. Because they got to believe, their faith is got to go to another level to believe every single day that they'll get a sale because they ain't got nothing else to fall back on. They ain't got no crutches. They ain't got no paycheck. I'm over here unsatisfied in a job that I just to work to pay bills. Man, I'm working for money. So I hate it because I know I'm out of position. The hardest workers are business owners. Every millionaire, billionaire got 1,000 million no's before they got one yes. But the thing is, they did not quit. I used to get no's, have 2 people on my videos. That's it. But I stayed consistent. I'm showing up for me. When I say, man, this don't even look, and that's what's wrong with us in our community. We are microwave mentality people. Well, how fast am I going to get my money back? As fast as you put the work in it. This ain't no magic pill. If you ready to grind, let's grind, baby. What's the difference between me and y'all? Nothing. I grind hard. My humble beginnings is my purpose. I get up and I show up when don't nobody. When I don't get a client or a customer in a week. It's like, look, I got to go to the Most High and say, look, I need you to step in and help me send it. It causes me to make my faith because I got to believe on another level. I ain't got no backups. I'm not going back asking for no food stamps. I'm not. They kept me bound for over 20 years. That's 20 years I can't get back. It's all the way up from here. That's it. Ain't no going back. I love to be able, listen, I'm going to Dubai. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to the places I wanted to go. It ain't no job. I ain't got no boss. Can I check out? Listen, it's this is where I'm going. I want to take my family and take some people with me. You got to change our mindset. Over the money going to come. The money going to come all day long. But it's the mindset. Can you keep the money? See how many cats get money and be broke? Standing on the corner and holding a sign? Because their mind didn't change. That's just like, and this ain't no disrespect. And I'm going to let y'all go because I know it's late, especially on the East Coast. But this is a very well-needed conversation. Help is here. But you know what? This is no disrespect for those that go out and have had to do that. I've always been this type of person. If I gained all this weight, I'm not going to go get no surgery. Because I worked in the medical field. And I seen how they done gained all that weight and then they offer a cheap way out. Come get liposuction. Come get your tummy tuck. Come get your gastro band. And the first thing, what happens when they wake up for surgery, they be like, I'll sure want a hamburger. What did I do to myself? Like, oh my God, their mindset did not change. They wanted the results without changing their mind. And then 1 year later, they either killed themselves or they gained all of that weight back. But you take somebody who put all that weight and they got to get in that gym and ooh, they got to be sore and it hurts. And when they come out of that gym, they're not thinking about a burger. They're thinking about a salad because it took them 2 hours to burn 1,800 calories. And now they're watching their calories. They can respect the work that they put in. And they know, man, I can never go back to that. As they lifting that weight, I can see myself. I can see myself being the way and the right size that I want to be. And they can respect that. Those are the people who never gain that weight back because they know the pain associated with it. They know what it took, what it cost. That was associated with getting their body back right. So we as a people want to have an overnight success. Anything overnight is a catastrophe. You don't build a house overnight. You lay the foundation first. Get your business solid. Make it legit. Then you give it an identity, building business credit. Let's do this thing the right way. And then when you got that business credit going, then you look for business funding. I teach you how to do what they do. Why? Because I know what they do. Safeguard your money. You're supposed to attract money, multiply money, and you're supposed to manage it after you've done all those three things and let it recycle itself. Got folks out here acting like money is everything. You're going to lose your life. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his mind? Soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. What does it profit a man or woman to gain all of this stuff and lose your mind? People got money and they ain't got no right mind. That's why they take dope and pills and they got to party and have sex and all of this stuff. And they got the money. I'll teach people how to get it and keep it, how to manage it, how to be a good steward over it, how to multiply it, how to attract it. One of those ways is by your story. Felicia said, I'm going to get into trucking. Well, I'm going to say this real quick. You know, all them nurses just went through hell during COVID. How many of them feel used and abused? Not just only being Black. Let me start something, a restoration group for nurses. Because there's stuff that we can't talk about with everybody that we've seen. We traumatized seeing all that death. And then after that, they're going to force us to do something that we wasn't comfortable with and let us go. There are traumatized nurses who are mad, who are angry. They sacrifice going through medical school and sacrifice 12-hour, 16-hour shifts away from their family only to end up with nothing. That's a movement. That's a movement. And Brother Brolin, like I said, just attracting the African men. But relationships, because at the end of the day, I'm a woman and we are complicated. But y'all need us, so don't get that twisted. I just had to interject and throw that up in there too. We are complicated. Nevertheless, you can teach about appropriate communication skills because we as women will be wanting you to come in the house and bring us flowers and give us a hug and read our day and read our minds. And when you don't, we got an attitude and your life is a living hell because you did not discern the need. You can't just be, and most men think, because I make the money, because I'm faithful to you, I'm the king of the house. No, you got to be able to minister to the woman. You got to be able to know while you riding home from work if that woman need a hug. If she needs you to sit down and just say, how was your day? And you actually listen without a remote and without your phone and without acting like you disengaged. That's big to teach people because a lot of people divorce because of that. how to have the proper communication, how to read body language. We communicate without ever saying words. Nonverbal communication is the most powerful is communication. My husband know if I give him the look. Hey, honey, how you doing? Come on, kids, let's all go to the bedroom. He already know how to read me. That means don't give me no sugar. Give me my space. I don't want you in my face. Get your children and get the hell on up out of here because I need 5 minutes. I'm on a timeout. Take your kids with you. That's what that means. And then sometimes we as women, when you don't pay attention to us like that and you cannot discern us like that, then when it boils over, it come out in the wrong manner, and then we cut you all the way down. We tell you how good you ain't. We tell you how nothing and nobody you are, but it's just us. It's just us putting pain on you that we've been feeling from your lack of discernment. And most brothers want women to submit. We would submit. We cook your food, make your house right, your environment right. The least you could do is, if you don't got discernment, ask. Because most women be like, how was your day? Fine. Oh, okay, honey, you just going on about your business. That's a sign that it wasn't fine. You got to learn how to the tone and the voice. They might not want you to come in and ask them, rub their feet. What you call it? How you what's the word I'm looking for? Diffuse the situation. Rub the neck. Well, dang, why you had to say it like that? Because I wanted to say it like that. Now it's on you because you didn't say something and they're already a fireball. Well, talk to me. Why don't you talk to me when all they asking you is to give them their space? That's very powerful, and we lack communication. Okay, so with that being said, because my husband, I'm feeling his energy up in there, and energy is a real word. It's not a new age word. One of the powers that raised the Messiah from the dead is called energeia, energy. So I'm discerning that he like, if you don't get your butt off that, I can, we won. So he like, look, it's time to wrap that up in there. Now it's time for us to lay down. I can feel that. Facts. I know. Just like we know our kids, you ought to know your spouse intimately. That without having to say a word, I know it's time to go. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself on tonight. Y'all go ahead and reach out. I wanted to share a video that Brother Marquise had put together for me that had warranted me thousands of views. You got to learn how to tell your story, and video is the most powerfulest way to tell it. I'll teach you how to tell your story in 60 seconds because most people got a 60-second time span. I teach you how to get your signature speech. What is mine? Yo, what's up? My name is Dr. Tawana Worlds. I forgot my own speech that quick. Yo, my name is Dr. Tawana Worlds. No. It ain't yo, Dr. Tawana Worlds. That's where my brain is at tonight. My speech is, my 60-second elevator speech is this. Do you know that most people who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? I'm sure you heard the saying that nothing good can come from the hood. I was that child that grew up in poverty, single mother, absent father, eating out of garbage cans just to survive. But I was also that young girl that was determined that I will not be a product of my past. And when I was of age, I found the value on the inside of me and began to educate myself and created Pioneers Power Circle, where we help others find the value in their vault and create wealth from within. What I will bring on your show, on this, on that, or whatever, 60-second elevator pitch. Just the caption, poverty. I'm capturing my audience. So he puts that visually and allowed me to attract people that's just looking for that. Man, poverty, what? Trash can, keywords that they listening for. Wealth. So Marquise can bring that to life. So y'all both hit up both Marquises. Ain't that strategic tonight? Both Marquises. And they spell it similarly, but without the E. But both Coach Marquise, Minister Marquise. Y'all make sure y'all support one another. We got to start doing that. We're not out here trying to rip y'all off of y'all money. We're trying to actually cultivate you. Learn the difference between a scammer. They're not going to sit here and spend time with you. They're going to hustle you. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to spend no 3 hours. We have been on here 3 hours and 6 minutes. Empowering your mind. They're not going to do that. We really out here because we really care about our community and we really care about our people. That's why we out here. That's the exact reason why we had to go through what we went through. So we can help others like you get through. So you can go back and help others get through. And we create a movement. So y'all make sure you guys hit up Who Need Beats for their YouTube channel, me. So they can stop copywriting my stuff. You see that? I'm looking to connect with farmers, those in technology. We need our own platforms. We're not playing no games. We need to learn how to teach our people how to farm and plant. Looking to connect with people that are nurses. Why? Because we're going to need care for our people. We're looking for people that can build construction. Why? Because we're going to need our own stuff. The unity is in the community. And I'm one of the women that's here to bring you on platforms and get your voice out there and your products and your services. But before I ever bring you on my stage, because it was blood, sweat, and tears, I need to make sure that you legit. You got your ship in order. And I didn't say S-H-I-T. I said S-H-I-P, ship. That you guys are together, well put together. These people will give you all of their money as long as you well together. As long as you well together. When you come to my class, you got to come like you ready for business. I don't care if you got to change your shirt or whatever, put you on a suit. No, because I'm helping you get prepared for your purpose, okay? So y'all make sure y'all hit up Coach Marquise and Minister Marquise Murray. If you can, brother, jump on Instagram, put your information over there too, because we got brothers and sisters over here on Instagram as well. This is what I do, okay? This is what we do. If y'all spend 3 hours and got that much value, imagine spending 12 months. This is the reason why I'm trying to get everybody into government contracting, y'all. This is the reason. Because it don't matter what you got. They got monies available for you. It don't matter what you got. They got money available for you. It don't matter what you do. They buy ketchup and mustard packages. They buy condiments, syrup packages. Why? Because they need them. You know where to go get them wholesale. They buy them. So if you guys are interested in my mastermind, both of these gentlemen are in there. They come in and serve. It's one thing about being in the Pioneers Power Circle. You can come in and get income from within and clients. So they also come in and show up and we support one another. They have their own businesses and we support one another. But we also come together and we support one another. That's what we do. That's facts. Because we need one another. Also, this wealth encounter, y'all really want to come to that. Y'all want to know what's in my mind? What information I got in my mind? You definitely want to come to that. It's life-changing. It's stuff that I'm not going to be able to share here. Stuff I ain't shared in my mastermind. And the cool part about it is I open up the extreme VIP experience, not for you to pay me all this money, for you to come and get my mastermind. That's what you're coming to get. Let me show you how to pay you what you cost. And never settle for nothing less. If I showed y'all that I just have been making, that I paid myself $100K a day, that's outside of government contracting. That's outside of that. When I leave here, if I leave my children behind, I will leave them something that will always provide for them. I will leave them something. And for that reason, I'm going to open up government contracting for another week. It's Sunday, but now I'm going to take some more for the following Sunday. What is a 1K investment in that? When you can learn how to get trillions of dollars, literally. What is I don't even think we have anymore, but for the wealth encounter, there's 3 areas you can come and attend. General, still in the proximity. VIP, which is VIP seating, VIP lunch with myself and the other speakers, presenters. We're going to give you access to the recordings so that you always have this information. And we're going to give you a gift box. General admission is $197. Ultimate VIP is $497. And we had the early bird for the $1,000 and y'all slept on that. So what we have now is the extreme VIP. And as you heard, Brother Marquise ask me, why did I pay $50,000 to go sit with Grant Cardone? I have access to all of that man information when it pertains to real estate, all of it. I have access to all of the investors with all of the money that I ever need. From every state. That's why I paid it. So the ultimate extreme VIP is where you actually spend time with me outside of the event. We're going to dinner. We're going to tour. You're going to sit with me. You get to stay in the mansion, the wealth encounter. Why did we pick a mansion? Because the Most High said a lot of people want wealth, but they don't even know what it feel like. When you get wealth, your residence has to change, not because you think you better than somebody, but because there's people in your community that will kill you because you got something that they don't. So it has to change. How do you know what wealth feels like if you never encountered it? This is an encounter to get you prepared for wealth. So we have that. And we have spots. I think we have 16 spots. Your food will be catered to you, like as if you had time. Because those things will be taken care of for you. It will be a life-changing experience that you will never, ever forget. So those are the opportunities. I offered the mastermind yesterday to 20 people and it went. 20. My mastermind is 12 months. 12 months of me coaching you on stuff I ain't even talked about on here. In the mastermind is 8 streams of income, period. Period. 8 streams. And when I'm talking about, listen, get your own virtual assistant company, get your own marketing company, get your own medical staffing company, get your own consulting company, show you how to pay yourself $2K per client. And you never have to show up, just recording it. And that's where Brother Marquise come in at. Telling a piece of your story, putting it in a workshop. That's where Coach Keith come in at. And you just getting clients booked. I'm offering that tonight. 12 months mentorship. $2,500. I gave 20 spots away at 1,000 last night. My mastermind. I don't even know, because it's just going to get higher than 15K. Because I'm constantly adding value. Show you how to pay yourself on social media. I can show y'all some stuff. My bonus on Facebook is $35,000. I get paid to just produce content. My next bonus from that is $70,000. I'm in monetization on, I can show y'all how to do all of that without lifting a finger. Did you heard me? I said, did you heard me? Not hear me. I got people that do the work for you. Do you understand me? Oh, yes. I'm out, y'all.
We heard you.
Those are the opportunities. All right. Make sure you hear me and make sure it register and you listen. I'm ready to lead the people who want to go. I'm not here to beg you. I'm not a beggar. Neither am I a salesman. I'm a servant. I'm a servant.
Felicia said, how much is the mastermind class? Felicia Joubert.
Mastermind is $2,500. Mastermind is $2,500. That's 12 months of me mentoring you, showing you how to level this thing all the way up. First of all, I'm going to give you some funding opportunities to get your money back. Brother Marquise, you already know. Y'all already know. Do I not give funding opportunities to get your money back?
Right.
Period. You're going to absolutely get your money back. Straight up, because I'm going to give you funding opportunities to get your money back. It's just what I'm going to do. You're going to pay me to show up for my time that I got to sacrifice for my family to invest in you. Same thing for, and also after this sale, I do have payment plans that's coming up for my mastermind. If you can't afford it, I got some hookups where they'll fund the whole thing for you, let you make monthly minimum payments back for them. I want to be able to be of assistance to everybody without discounting myself. I'm not on discount. My value is not on discount. And you can 15K is too much for me to charge. You don't know you don't know the cost of the oil on the inside of me. You don't know how my wisdom will change your life. So you can't tell me that my price is too much, but I make it affordable for everybody. Okay. So there that is. Y'all put y'all information down in the chat one more time before we go. And y'all say a prayer for me that my husband don't beat me silly. Never. My husband is the man. My husband is a king. I absolutely love him. He's so very patient. And, I wouldn't trade him for the world. I really wouldn't. A man with riches and wealth can come around here and I'll be like, yeah, pass, keep it moving. This is my chocolate Southern pork chop. We need to win it forever. Redeem says peace out, and to make sure y'all don't forget to have your children and children's children and children's children follow his page at Redeem and the Pranks. Okay. All right, y'all. I ain't got no link for y'all tonight, but y'all already know y'all got to email me and my team will get to you. If y'all trying to book a call, we booked up all the way past people. It's not even possible. We booked up all the way. We filling up May schedule. So, you can try to get on the books, but at the end of the day, if you want to be in proximity of me, get in the groups. That's where you're going to spend the time. Go ahead, brother. Anybody else got anything to say? All right, Instagram, we out. We love
Thank you so much. Thank you.
For y'all that's serious about writing your book, telling your story, and becoming published before the summer hits, I posted my link in multiple places. I think Sis said she gonna put it on hers as well. Again, if you was on here and you saw this, you get $500 off if you're willing to take that leap of faith this week. So you book the discovery call. We'll get on the call. We'll walk through everything. If you like, all right, bro, I'm in, you get $500 off, but only for this week, y'all. Because we running. We running.
It's gonna change your life. Gonna change your life. Why, especially while we got it as a community. Don't go waste your stuff and your money on the same old stuff that ain't gonna bring you back no harvest. While you got it and you got it a little bit, invest in you because you're worth it. Invest in you because you're worth it. Stop investing in other people's last names and do something with your last name. Good night, y'all.
Good night. Thank you so
Do you
much
mind if I say
again.
something really quick?
Yes, absolutely. Anybody? Oh, Brother Broly,
Okay,
you want to say anything else, y'all?
I have one last thing before I go. My why. I didn't get to share my why. So my why I do this is for my children, and I get to wake up every morning, look at my face and talk to myself, but also see the eviction notice on my mirror to be able to use it as motivation to get this thing done. Because I got a family to take care of. I got a God, so I can't fail at this point. I can't mess up at this point. So I just wanted to share my why. Amen.
Amen. That's what's up, brother. Absolutely. Let's go.
I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity, and I just want to let everybody know that as long as you get that hunger in you, you just got to keep going. We cannot stop. As long as you're breathing, just know you can do this. There's no stopping till we get to the end. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's still on?
Yeah, we just getting everybody out of the queue.
I'm sorry. I have a quick question about the government contract.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm in Ohio and I know the link, it says click on the number. Can I just use the Texas number for Sunday?
So you wanna download the Zoom app.
Okay.
Your phone or onto your laptop, and right at the top it says click this Zoom link to join, or click to join. You would click that because you want to be able to see my screen because we're walking through the steps.
Okay. Because I just seen them different phone numbers and I got confused.
Yeah, so the different phone numbers, they really don't mean anything at all.
Okay.
You can use a Missouri phone number. It doesn't matter. You can click on any one of those, and that allows you to call in only. We
Okay.
see the video. So
Okay. Okay.
if you download the app, then you'll be able to see the actual steps. Yes, ma'am. All
okay.
right,
Thank you so much. Good night.
Absolutely. Good night. All right, y'all. Peace out.